stay here now until this carry on has been dealt with. And let's see what they do. Let's see how they actually continue to badger, bully, intimidate, threaten, and steal our children. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I'm going live very shortly because it's about shit's about to hit the problem. Now there's a nurse that's here. Oh my gosh, actually, I'm going to keep on in this recording. I don't want to miss anything. We actually have a nurse that's actually walking, as you can see. She's brought, I presume, to go into that home of these family members, community members, and let's have a look how nice and polite they're going to be.
Watch this in a minute, guys. He thinks he's above the law. Watch how he goes over to these professionals.
Hello. Hi, are you alright? Is Jane available, please? What, sorry? My name's Emily, I'm a nurse. It's Jane. I just want to make sure she's okay. This is Emily, she's a nurse.
Don't forget, guys, this is King and Queen Kavala.
Emily, have you just come to check on the mother?
Who are you, sorry?
I'm actually a journalist from LCS News.
Sorry, I'm not giving you any information.
I'm just trying to help, actually.
At the moment, can you just leave us whilst we're trying to speak to
No, that's fine. I was just trying to help you because I've had some interactions with them. And all I was just going to point is, I'm sure they let you in. It just seems a little bit too much overboard with 3 boxes. That's what I'm trying to, because...
We're just trying to speak to them first.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine.
So let me just fast forward a bit. It's a bit boring for a while when it's just stood there. I want you to focus on this bit in a minute now, guys. Right, here we go. Now watch what he does. Listen to this. Who the fuck does he think he is? This is all over. King and Queen, Kavala. Bullshit. Listen.
I was just going to say, there was potential for getting stuff in there because I do want to help because I know what's been happening now. So this is not for you, by the way. You understand? So if there's anything that we could do, because we are mixed with the communities in general, you know what I mean? And that goes for you guys as well, because there's a lot of issues going on that you need to be aware of. Yeah. And when it comes to social services, we have evidence that they've been covering up rapes. Now, I know you don't want to listen to that.
No, it's okay. But we've got to get back and deal with this, sir. So,
no, but whatever you do, please be understanding of what they're going through themselves. And preferably, I'm sure there's community that will help the nurse get in to check, which I agree. Okay? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this is the state of affairs. They don't really want to do anything, really. They want to arrange a gang to come back. That's what they're going to do. So this time, I presume they were a little bit safer because they had cameras rolling on them.
That's who he was
If you
sticking
are
up
local,
for.
I want you to come forward because they are going to be coming back. And when they come back, they're going to try to get them on their own, try to boot the door down like they do.
There's a reason.
This is terrorizing our homes and our children. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me make it clear again on this side here. This is the Break and Silence project on that side, and that's the Break and Silence on the Broken System, which involves social services, liars, criminals, and storytellers. And we're going to be exposing the pedo rings, corruption with the authorities, grooming gangs, which is covered up by social services abuse and scandal. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. I'm LCS News. I'm Rangi. See you soon.
Next one.
Good afternoon,
Oh,
Dave.
not this one. One
Very
second.
good.
Hello, Queen.
Hiya, lovely. Just bear with me.
Okay,
I'll be done in a minute, don't worry.
okay.
Okay.
So just give me a minute, guys, because I've got something else to show you here. I just want you to listen how passionate he is about these wrongings. And in a minute, we're going to go into depth. Why, what he's doing behind the scenes with these people. And I'm going to show you something very, very serious tonight. So please, this is a trigger warning, guys, right down to the fact that a girl has even had her life took away by these criminals. And I'm actually going to be showing you a few things. So please do just keep tapping, keep sharing, and just keep listening. And hopefully just stay the fuck away from this group.
Right. For those tuning in, I'm just going live, just so you can see what's going on. So we have an issue, a situation where it seems like a couple of social workers, a couple of other people. Right, so that's the premises there, that's social workers there, okay, that tried to come here earlier on to try to take, obviously, a woman that's pregnant, okay. And there's the police that are hiding around the corner. So I'm going to stay here because I do know they have issues here, and they're trying to get into this house, try to obviously go for the child. So I want to make sure that everybody gets to see this live. Shameful thing is the woman's pregnant, come to the end of term, and apparently they want her in hospital just so they can take the baby off her. Well, she's not due yet. They need to be careful. But this is the rights of a woman today. So I'm going to keep the camera towards them. And keep the camera on there just so everybody can see. So that's 4 people there. You've got 2 social workers and 2 of God knows what else. And then you got the police here as well. And this is for a pregnant woman. Can you believe it?
It's house of fire. I don't see no blazes. Yeah.
I ain't gonna be walking away from here by there until they're gone. I came earlier on And just as I was leaving, a team of police officers turned up and a nurse, and I had to stay. And while I was staying, they seen there was other people looking, and they ended up walking away. But this is social services at its best. Talk about child trafficking, eh? Gone away because you see over there next to the vans, that's where the social workers are. They don't want a real fight. All they want to do is come down on their own to try to sneak in to take any child they want. You know what I mean? This is how ridiculous they are. Brothers, everybody needs to wake up. Social services are manufacturing crimes and stealing our children. If you want evidence of this, I'll give you evidence of this. There's a public media now, everybody knows about it. We need to expose every one of them. All our children are important, and this is regardless of color, creed, or religion. These are our children, and they seem to think that they own our children. They don't own our children. And then behind closed doors, they're abusing our children. Okay? So everybody needs to be aware of that. And as you can see, social services cracked up all the way down over there. You see, they don't want to really speak. They don't want a real fight. They just want to keep coming back. This is the second time they've come here today. And I've turned up second time, and I'm grateful for one of those. Thank you very much for calling me. Anytime this happens, you call me. And on top of that, I'll make you a journalist from LCS News. You do it. Brilliant. So this is LCS News Breaking Silence, and we're going to continue, and we're looking for more and more people up and down the country. It doesn't matter which town or city you are. All you need is a little badge like that. Okay? Gives you the license to stand up in front of everybody, keep a little bit of a distance, and record everything. Because it's so shameful what they've been doing to this African family. It's absolutely diabolical. Stealing children, then going back for the pregnant, that she's pregnant, we need to take the last one. It's not going to happen. Now you see, they ran all the way down there. Wonder what they're all talking about. I mean, why are they always hiding? Could anybody answer that? I mean, look at this. Look at that. Right the way down there. And when they got away from there.
Right, guys, I've had enough of his cringy voice. So, I've got a few more things now to show you, and I'm going to show you a few links, and then you're going to understand a little bit more. Just stay there. Let me go into my file. And I do apologise tonight, guys, because it is very, very triggering. So, as I say, I am sorry. I've even got a file just for Gemma and Jodie tonight as well, so they're going to have their turn later. So they can chill out for now and watch Rangi have his turn. However, they'll be up very, very shortly, don't you worry. Oh, where the hell are you? Recently saved. Please do bear with me, guys. I'm not very good with technology. I'm rubbish. Here we go. We're on it. We're on it. So I'm going to start with, let's go with the, what's this one?
The boxes, feel free to get in.
Absolutely.
And support if you're in there.
So I want you to listen to a few of these clips now, and I want you to just listen very, very carefully to what these men are saying. And once again, they're all part of LCS News. Please listen, and in a minute we're going to go into the king and queen Kabbalah situation, how these people are all linked, what's going on behind the scenes, and how Rangi is behind the fucking scenes with these. Look at the headlines. Does that look like social services have manufactured documents? Because what did I say the other night? This man only teams up with perpetrators, and there is a lot behind this disgusting, viral, as you can see, well, cult, because that is what they are. In fact, did you know there's even been a young lady trafficked here to the UK? She's right there, look. Right? From Texas. Where does Rangi have dealings with? That's right. Texas, Oklahoma. Oh, I've got it all here. Don't worry, we're going to be going through that in a minute. However, I want you to take note now of what's being said in these lives between Rangi and his little minion, if you know, you know, who's changed his name multiple times because I have caught him out. He keeps threatening me on behalf of Rangi, yet this man doesn't know me, he's never met me, but he's another one. He's got links to the Scotland area and he keeps requesting funds and also land. So I want you to listen to this. Give me a minute.
Involved because we are very serious about this, and we could do something.
Well, I'll be volunteering for that as well. I'll go through that with you, but just give me 1 second. Rate purchase. I know that one of the things you asked was about if there's anybody here from Scotland there. There'll be a few people from Scotland here. We do a lot of work in Scotland as well. And trying to expose your...
What was that? Now, I'm going to go back on that, guys, for a minute. I'm going to go fucking back on that for a minute.
We want to get involved because we are very serious about this, and we could do something.
Well, I'll be volunteering for that as well. I'll go through that with you, but just give me 1 second. Rate purchase. I know that one of the things you asked was about if there's anybody here from Scotland there. There'll be a few people from Scotland here. We do a lot of work in Scotland as well, and trying to expose your corruption and your issues down there as well. So there is, I just wanted you to know, free from the authorities. I don't know what you mean by that. But I do know in Scotland, they are giving away farms, well, sort of giving them away. You've got to do some work on them. That's something that he already knows about. So we love to get that sorted in Scotland because we need bases when it comes to land up and down the country. We need it in Scotland, we need it in Wales, we need it in the UK. Because when the time comes, our purpose is, or the aim is, that once we get it up and running and growing, we want to donate majority, if not all, to the people who are actually don't have nothing at home. Okay, so you know whether that could be pushed to minimum 100 ton worth of fruit and veg a year. I'm happy with that minimum. But the more land we have, the more we could do, and more importantly,
the more land we have, the more we can do. Right, I'm just going to touch on something here. So while he's out trying to protect the nation, as he says, yeah, who's going to be running these lands and these farms? Who's going to be distributing the food and, you know, cropping it, getting it out there, bagged up for these so-called families that really are in need? I mean, does it have anything to do with this, I wonder? Now, they've been watching that, haven't they, for a while? A live boat tracker. Then, Mr. and Mrs. Kabbalah, who do think they're king and queen, but they're not. The king and queen of scum. Yeah? This girl went missing from Texas. Well, she's been found. And guess who she's with? Yeah? These. Now, just read this. So what I'm saying is, she's now rocked up out of the blue in Scotland, but yet her family in America and her friends have been doing lots of posts. They're worried about her. They want her to come home. They've said that she's been groomed by this cult online, that she's been brainwashed. Well, isn't this what Rangi does every other week? But to top it off, Rangi's got connections with this family. And when we look at the black magic, and when he was threatening me last year, which conveniently was actually the day when he was stood outside this lady's flat, or should we say dungeon, because that's what it looks like. And I was being told he was protecting a group of wrong'uns. Little did I know, it had to be the most famous tribe in the woods in Scotland. Scotland, of all places. Now, once again, there's nothing convenient about what he's saying there, because you can clearly hear him. They want land. They want land. They want to grow vegetables. And who's going to be running this land and the fruit and veg crops? That's right. These lot. These criminals. All these. Read that. Now, this is a man who claims social services are trafficking. They brainwash our children. They traffic our children. But you see, this lady here actually wanted to be a solicitor. Her mum has reached out to the media and said, this lady come from a good background, good family. She wanted to study to be a solicitor, a lawyer. And yet, all of a sudden, she's ended up in Scotland, in the woods, with this group. So then you think, right, Rangi, what's his involvement here? Why is he so interested? Why has he took such a liking to King and Queen Kabbalah? Like, what's going on behind the scenes type of thing? I mean, the black magic, maybe the shaking hands. You do me a favour with social services, I'll do you one. Well, we all know this is Rangi's style, don't we? Protested to pay the council 15k in court costs. Why did he get that? Because he abused and threatened social services, didn't he? Said he was going to take the whole demonstration to their door, as he said in his own words. Well, I'll show you the demonstration that was took to professionals' doors. You might really want to get yourself tuned in for this shit, guys, yeah, because, yeah, I'm very, very shocked at this. Give me a minute while I get it up. How people think they are above the law and get away with this shit, it is unreal. It really is. Just give me a minute, guys.
Let's talk about.
Oh yeah, first of all, there we go, just to show you.
When the truth comes out, you can run, but you know it's ending. At the bottom of the grave, you're digging now. Let's talk.
So they were more fuming at the fact that the details got leaked into the media. They didn't care about the crimes they committed. Now watch what they've done outside a foster parent's house.
Here in this house, I pray fire over this house. I pray calamity over this house. No one will steal my child and get away with it. No one will steal my daughters and get away with it. I pray fire over this house. Fire in this street. May calamity come in this street until my children are brought back to their borders. May this street never sleep. May they be dashed to pieces. I am the man of shadow. I am the man of shadow. Uno, you shall die and pay for death. Uno, you shall die and pay for death. Oh, you ladies of the street. Next time I'm using my gun, you shall die. You shall be dashed to pieces. You shall die. All of you shall die. Child, I am here. Father, I am here. Anyone who has abused you shall die and pay for death.
Kubala.
In his way. I'm done, my lord.
That's what.
Active here in this house.
So they're outside a foster parent's house, threatening, and as you can hear, they're actually cursing the property. Now, once again, Black Magic, Randy's little tactics, how he likes to go around threatening people. Well, as I just said, he got that. If you read the newspapers, thoroughly, he got this 15k fine because he put targets on social workers' backs and foster carers and sent people to their houses. Hence, 1 second.
I pray fire over this house. I pray calamity over this.
I pray fire over this house. I mean, what is the mentality of these people? You wonder why they don't have the children? And I'm sorry, but anyone who does shit like that does not deserve to have children, any children in their care. But it gets a little bit worse than this as we go on this evening.
House.
Bear with me. Trust me, it's a lot worse. Don't know who these people think they are.
Kubala. First is Kubala. Kubala means Jacob. Iliswe means land. So when we chant Kubala, Kubala, Iliswe, that means Jacob's land or the land of Jacob. Next is Nkoma or Nkoma, which means may I come in. Endorma means may I sleep. So Koma means come, Dorma means sleep. Next is Nawila, which means good tidings, which can be a greeting or a departure. Lastly, I'll leave you with Lazante. Lazante means to go get or to go retrieve something. So Kubala.
So this lady here is a lady who's now been reported in Texas as missing. However, this Texas lady found herself now as the second wife, basically, to King Kabbalah. That's her. And as I say, she wanted to be a solicitor in Texas. She's got a child as well. But just read that. She vanished with her baby 3 months ago just to end up in the woods. Now, I'm going to play something here. And thank you, everyone, for being patient tonight. I do appreciate it.
Over here. At that march yesterday, he
what?
It's with me. What I noticed years ago, I knew a lot of people who were millionaires, but they were very, very don't want to do anything. So what I did is I thought, well, look, I'm looking for people who are like me. So I mean, in the last 5 years, I've spent about £60,000.
No, he has.
And I'm not bothered because look, I know money comes, money goes. But when our children,
I always say that years ago.
Yeah, and when our children go, I can't do that.
No.
And it's about time that I start finding people like that think, okay. So on the website, for example, people can buy me a coffee, which is only £3.
Don't
or
buy
they
him
can
a coffee.
do a subscription, £5 a month or £10 a month. Whatever comes in goes towards expenses. And there's not many because we've obviously had to revamp it, and there may be only 10 or something like that at the moment.
Well, just try and spam you everywhere.
Yeah, because if I had the money,
just try and get you all over all social medias.
100%. Because for me, I don't know. Let's see if I could raise $1 million a year. That's $1 million a year that I could donate to the public to secure. And it's with me. What I noticed years ago, I knew a lot of people who were millionaires, but they were very, very don't want to do anything. So what becomes money?
1 second, guys. I've got another one here.
Absolute ructions over here. At that march yesterday, he put a video out before it saying that now would be the time to delete the Irish, that all the whatever, all the migrants, all the immigrants, whoever it is that he has behind him. I actually don't know, but now is the time for them to get rid of us and take over.
They're not getting rid of nobody.
We are going absolutely nowhere.
No,
Nowhere.
absolutely. And that's one of the reasons why I'm coming on, because let me tell you something. The whole world knows the integrity of the Irish people.
We are not known as the fighting Irish for nothing.
That absolutely. And one of the biggest burning things for these people out, these cults, is because they're the biggest supporters of Palestine. You understand? They don't like that. And the thing is, you do the right thing.
Yeah. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. There's no in between. The police will be watching this in the morning. That's fabulous. Absolute rush.
1 minute, guys. Do you know what? He absolutely makes my skin crawl, this guy. I swear to God, he really does.
With me, what I noticed years ago, I knew a lot of people who were millionaires, but they were very...
1 minute. Jesus Christ, come on.
Time? Pacific people, for me, if you have been kidding...
Away we go.
Pacific people, for me, if you have been kiddling, oh man, just make sure you don't get caught. Because if you get caught, I hear about it, I will be exposing you and everybody involved. I don't care about color, creed, religion, type, and I happen to be a Muslim and I'm proud of it. I am also happen to be an Englishman as well, because I'm born and bred in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, man.
And yes, I have a tongue. Pacific people, for me,
So, I hope some of Rangi's old friends are in here watching this evening, because honestly, he's a fucking liar, and how people cope with this disgraceful piece of shit is unreal, but I've got lots more yet coming, guys. I'm just trying to get into my folders now, bear with me.
The GMP, the Cleveland.
So I'm just going to play this to remind you of what Rangi did.
I can't tell you that right now because I've had to ship a whole load of them out in different cities to safeguard them because nobody's helping us.
Right. So
where
have you shipped these children out?
Well, I'd rather not give it right now because you don't know I'm going.
Okay.
You know that, don't you?
Can you end this out? Yeah. Did you end?
No, because when they take that, with a private meeting, let's do it probably one by one. Otherwise, they get jumbled up.
Rangi, my concern is now. We have children. You
So once they're made aware of something like this,
we have to do something about it. If you give me the names of the children, such as their ages or wherever they're from, we can do that research. We can speak to them.
You could do that research. But this is complex. Right?
No,
to explain this very, very simply, you've got to start from the beginning.
The children you're referring to, do you believe they're unsafe at the minute, or do you say
no, there's a child that's still unsafe.
Right. So why don't we start with that child?
No, you will still start at the beginning.
I'd rather start with the unsafe child.
Yeah.
If you don't understand the beginning, how are you going to know the perpetrator that leads to the
What the mean is the direct. So if you have a child,
have we got to?
if there's a, so I'm not aware of this.
Actually, hang on. No, 1 second.
My concern is that you are aware of children who have been
No, abused. Yes, 100%. No, that's fine. I'm going to share something. I'm going to share a document with you, independent now. This was made by.
So that's the man admitted now has just shipped a whole load of kids out, right? You can clearly hear them officers asking him, where are these kids? He doesn't want to hand over the information on where these kids are. I'll just bear with me. Let me just go into my recent folders. Something will make sense to you in a minute.
100%, because for me, I don't know, let's say if I can raise $1 million a year, that's $1 million a year that I could donate to the public.
Right, are you ready? Are you ready for this, guys?
100%, because for me, I don't know, let's say if I could raise $1 million a year, that's $1 million a year that I could donate to the public to secure and have safe houses and get children out of it. I mean, they don't like me because I've also been going into the business of work of taking children. I've been stealing them kids and the mothers out of there. And I've been putting them on the plate.
Now, I'm going to just rewind back to that in a minute and I want you to take note. Remember this? Yeah? The family of a 21-year-old Texas woman who vanished with her baby 3 months ago has been found living in Scottish woodlands with a self-styled ancient tribe. Now, remember what I said? This is the tribe. There's serious crimes, everything, and I'm yet to go through this shit with you. However, you've already seen a video tonight of Rangi defending these people, this cult, because that is the only way you can call them. They are a cult, right? He's claimed that documents have been manufactured, but yet we know they haven't. Now remember, she's just rocked up in the UK. She went missing with her baby from a loving home from all the way in Texas. She wanted to be a lawyer. Why would you want to give up everything in Texas to end up living like this and being a second wife and being used and abused? And potentially now there's going to be a big risk for this lady, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that, as the other wife is now no longer on this earth. And we're going to get to that in a minute. So just listen to this bit now. Listen.
This is to safeguard them. 100%, because for me, and children, I've been stealing them. Of taking children, I've been stealing them kids and the mothers out of there. And I've been putting them other places to safeguard them. 100%, because for me, I don't know, let's say if I could raise $1 million a year, that's $1 million a year that I could donate to the public to secure and have safe houses and get children out of it. I mean, they don't like me because I've also been going into the business of work of taking children. I've been stealing them kids and the mothers out of there. And I've been putting them other places to safeguard them. 100%.
So he's admitted he's stolen children, mothers, away from social services so they can't basically get at these mothers, right?
And yes, I've got no criminal record. I've got, you know what I mean? So just what did... You're talking about plants and gardens. So I did last year. I helped 200. Last year, I helped 280 families, mainly people that aren't from this country, that can't even hardly speak English. I helped them grow their own fruit and vegetables. Okay, I'm proud of that. Of course I am. Okay, so and
You're proud of that.
Okay.
I'm very proud of that. Now,
So what are you doing? Are you giving?
Guys, you can have a little giggle with this because I couldn't stop laughing. And big up to Doctor, by the way, everyone. He's amazing. So this is, if you know, you know. As I said before, he does change his name often. He claims he's some sort of farmer, and it's him who's actually requesting on behalf of Rangi. He wants all these lands, and he also said that he was giving away land in Scotland, which conveniently is just fucking weird. But I want you to listen to this, and I just want you to listen to what this creature's just said now. He has helped families who can't even talk English, yeah? That's what he's just said. Let me just stick this bloody candle there, so then I can just put the phone. Oh, I need to get another phone holder, don't I? Do you know what I mean, guys? Right there.
Self-praise or something like that. Maybe that's the problem.
Look,
you're giving yourself too much self-praise. Maybe you're looking for some compliment or something.
Last year, I helped 200. Last year, I helped 280 families, mainly people that aren't from this country, that can't even hardly speak English. I helped them grow their own fruit and vegetables. Okay, I'm proud of that. Of course I am. Okay, so
you're proud of that.
I'm very proud of that now.
So what are you doing? Are you giving yourself like
Oh,
self-praise
it's the
or something
speaker
like
wire
that?
that now.
Maybe that's the problem.
No,
You're giving yourself too much
that's not the
self-praise.
problem.
Maybe you're looking
No,
for
I
some
should.
compliments or
I
something in
said-
your
I
life.
said-
Because your life sucks, right?
I compliment myself every day. A life sucks,
Yeah, because
especially when you meet individuals like yourself.
what you're displaying right now is what we call anxious attachment. Yeah. So I can help you. I can help you thousands of pounds, hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of shit for free. We'll do that. 280 families.
Now, I want you to listen to this bit, right, guys? Not only has he been threatening with this geezer, but he's an absolute melon, and I've never come across a man who thinks he can keep threatening women like he does. However, I want you to listen to where he dropped these little bombshells, because I picked up on it. I wonder if anyone else can. Here we go.
I can help you. I can help you thousands of pounds, hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of shit for free. We'll do that. 280 families last year, thousands, 15,000 plants, probably 15 to 25,000, I'm not sure. Then we sold them for £4 each. It's over 100 grand.
So he's just said in his own way, and he didn't like this when I called him out about it. It's, once again, my name is CPS Online for a reason. So he's saying that he's give all these vegetable, fruit plants away for fucking free, but then he's made this money off them and ended up making 100 grand in a year. But still he's begging for more land and money today online. So I'm just going to go back a little bit and you tell me what your opinion is, guys, please.
280 families last year, thousands, 15,000 plants, probably 15 to 25,000, I'm not sure. Then we sold them for £4 each. It's over 100 grand.
I know it sounds crazy, but we've already given out probably 2,000 plants, 2,000 very expensive plants as well. Some of them cost £25 each one, like the rare blackberry tomatoes. We do all different breeds and all different.
It went from £4 to £25, yeah?
Blackberry tomatoes. We do all different breeds and all different.
Fucking breeds. It's fruit, not fucking animals.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of shit away for free. We'll do that. 280 families last year, thousands, 15,000 plants, probably 15 to 25,000, I'm not sure. Then we sold them for £4 each. It's over 100 grand.
I know it sounds crazy, but we've already given out probably 2,000 plants, 2,000 very expensive plants as well. Some of them cost £25 each one, like the rare blackberry tomatoes. We do all different breeds and all different.
So, 1,500 to 25,000 plants, he says in that video, doesn't it, to respond at me. He did it £4 each, and he made over 100 grand in a year. He's a fucking grifter, this one, yeah? Because in that next clip, he then actually states 2,000 plants at £25 each, which now, doesn't that triple 100 grand a year according to him? I mean, hello. Hiya, CH. I'm glad you're here, darling. Maybe you can help me out a little bit tonight because, yeah, I'm telling you, this shit is just, it's getting more and more weirder, but I'm glad you're in here because I've got something to touch upon you with. Right, so I want you to listen to this bit now. This is if you know, thinking he can threaten me. He actually says in his own words, she thinks she's destroying our movement. I'm going to say this now with passion. I am going to destroy your movement. I've been destroying it for 19 months, and you, fella, have only just popped up out of the blue, and you want to start threatening me and, grifting. I mean, 15 to 25,000 or 100 fucking plants at £4 each to £25. That is a jump. That I must give it yours. You ain't daft. You ain't daft. I'll give it you there, because there will be people who falls for that, won't there? Anyway, listen to this next clip, because I am being serious. This guy won't last 2 minutes with me.
literally, if she wants to go to war, I'll go to war.
Let's go to war then,
Right now,
motherfucker.
remove all the content about Rangi off her Facebook page, off her TikTok page.
No.
Then I'm going to have to just do the same thing back to her and show people what she really is with all of the available information. I'll spread this wide and far, very wide and far. This is a little message. £15 worth of shit with normal people for free, with thousands of pounds, with thousands of pounds, with hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of shit with for free. We'll do that. 280 families last year, thousands, 15,000 pounds. I'm not sure. Then we sold that normal people for free, with thousands of pounds, with thousands of pounds.
Sorry guys, don't even know why it's doing
All
that.
you're doing is criticising men and saying men.
Oh, here we
men
go,
are
here we
perverts.
go.
They bully women, but yet you do OnlyFans. You sell
do
yourself on OnlyFans to them. Tell people, all you're doing is criticising men and saying men are perverts and they bully women, but yet you do OnlyFans. You sell yourself on OnlyFans to them. You're a hypocrite, stop it. And I don't want you anywhere fucking near me.
Watch what, big man? Trump.
They shouldn't be starving like that, and we just want a bit of land to make sure we can distribute that food and teach people, because we'd even have somewhere on there where Rangi can get settled, where they can get people's kids to come there and have a school and teach them how to grow the next generation and teach them. Goats will be good. Jersey cows, they will be good to produce milk. I'm telling you, mate, because mate, and you are a frontline worker. So I want to support by you. I want to try and give a shout out to anyone who can give us land where we can try and earn profit, so we can get Rangi on, who's on the front line and knows where this money is spending to make this country a better place, and we need more people like Rangi in different countries doing the same thing.
No, 100%. The only bit that I'm going to add, I know there'll be a lot of people out there that think that they know where they could do it.
To make sure we can distribute. So kind, most of all.
So,
yeah.
in that video where he's threatening you on there, didn't that come out just before you had that person sitting outside your house?
That's correct, yes. And that was only about 3 months ago. So, bear with me.
Somewhere on there where Rangi can get settled, where they can get people's kids to come there and have
Now, this guy does a lot of promoting for Rangi. Let's get people's kids to Rangi's little land. Let's get people's kids to Rangi's little world, shall we? No, I don't think so. Not on my watch. Just listen very, very closely.
School and somewhere on there where Rangi can get settled, where they can get people's kids to come there and have a school and teach them how to grow the next generation.
I've also been going into the business of work of taking children. I've been stealing them kids and the mothers out there, and I've been putting them other places to safeguard them.
Are they GMP? Are they Cleveland? Are they what area? Because
But I can't tell you that right now because I've had to ship a whole load of them out in different cities to safeguard them because nobody's helping us.
Right. So
We're going up 10 years.
Where have you shipped these children out?
Well, I'd rather not give it right now because you don't know what I've got.
Okay.
You know they don't.
Oh, you went this out? Yeah. Did you went?
No, because when they take that, when private meeting, let's do it properly one by one. Otherwise, they get jumbled up.
My concern is now. So we have children. You
So once they're made aware of something like this,
we have to do something about it. If you give me the names of the children, such as their ages or wherever they're from, we can do that research. We can speak to them.
You could do that research, but this is complex. Right?
No, I
to explain this very, very simply, you've got to start from the beginning.
The children you're referring to, do you believe they're unsafe at the minute, or do you say
no, there's a child that's still unsafe.
Right. So how do we start with that child?
No, you will still start at the beginning.
I'd rather start with the unsafe child.
Yeah.
If you don't understand.
So you've already heard that bit now, guys. So I'm going to tell you something now. I've had some information today that Rangi was actually involved in moving that family actually to Scotland so they can go and live their new little life up on the hills. Yeah. Terrorising families and residents of Scotland. And I mean, what else is quite bizarre? Not everyone agrees with this behaviour, and even I'm quite overwhelmed to see just how many people think this ain't normal. Now, before I go a little bit further into Rangi's bullshit, I just want to mention that this King and Queen Kabbalah, it's a bit of a fucking tongue twister, that one. There has been a young lady who has actually had her life gone within all of this. Now, I'm going to break something down to you. Not only have you heard Rangi tonight admit he ships kids out himself, he's stolen women and kids as well and shipped them out. He then wants to make a fucking £1 million a year to open up safe houses for families and the rest of it, right? I'm just going to remind you, he currently has an ASBO. He's not allowed anywhere near social services at all. He's got this to pay. He still hasn't paid it. He doesn't actually have that van anymore, but I do know he's got a new vehicle and all his minions, thank you, Liam, darling, all his minions do have trucks themselves and vans. Now you ask yourself, why does Rangi need a van like that? Why does Rangi need to be connected to America, Australia, China? Thanks, Vimto. Why does he need to be connected to all these places? As he says, he's got data. He's got information, worldwide information on children being trafficked. How do you think that is and why? Now, I'm going to go a little bit more into this and I'm going to play a few videos. So please do be patient. Please, guys, if you can share this, I'd be very grateful. I'm going to let you watch a few of these videos and then you can decide for yourself what type of man Rangi is. But Rangi is doing some dealings with this cult. And I'm going to give you all the heads up and the warnings that you need to know about this, because what have I always said about Rangi from day one? He's a leader. Thank you, Lily, darling. He's a leader. He wants to be seen as powerful. He wants land. What does he want land for? Is it so he can do the same as King Kabbalah, I wonder? Have all the wives he wants? He can abuse as many people as he wants and get away with it because he's out in the bushes? Well, let me just show you this. Cora Taylor, who was earlier reported missing by her family in Texas, had been traced living among a lost African tribe in the Scottish Highlands. Her family members fear for her well-being, claiming that she might have been manipulated by the King and Queen. The New York Post reported Taylor, who is a single mother to a 1-year-old child, now recognises herself as Asna, Lady Safi of do you know what? I'm not even going to pronounce that, guys. However, point is, single mother, she's been approached online and now put into this cult. Here's another post. Now, these are her family and friends. Missing person, please everyone share and help this girl and her baby be returned home safe. The girl in the picture is called Cora Taylor, but Jean and her husband are calling her Asna, and the baby name is Adina Simpson. They are calling her Shaka something or other. I can't get my fucking words out tonight. Princess of Kabbalah. They are missing from Texas and their baby to have them return home to Texas safe from over to the UK by the one and only Jean Gasho and her husband. This is the truth. Please, everyone, share. Anyone sees this girl and baby, please try and get her into safety and phone the police. So what I'm saying is, and I do apologise about pronouncing shit, I am not very good like that with big words. That's me being honest. So, single mother, she was approached online to join this cult. Now, she wanted to be a lawyer. She's got a big family. She's got friends that actually care about her and are begging her to come back to, Texas. So on May the 25th, 25, Taylor left her residence in Texas and embarked on her journey to the UK on a 6-month tourist visa. At the time, she did not inform her relatives of anything about her connection with the tribe. Now she's been found to be staying in the Kingdom of Kabbalah, which is a self-claimed section in Forest of Scotland, Jedburgh. She stays there with the couple, King and Queen. As per STV News, they are settled in the forest with the intention of reclaiming their ancestors' land, which was allegedly stolen 400 years ago. Taylor used to live with one of her aunts. When she got in touch with her kingdom in 23, she got in touch with them after a high school classmate informed her about their Kingdom of Kabbalah group on Facebook. So I'm just going to show you what I'm reading off there. So I'm just reading this guy's tears. So yeah, she was approached on Facebook, which, surprise, surprise. Just go a little bit further up. There's this. Keep your children safe. The self-proclaimed king and queen of Kabbalah have a criminal history of child neglection across the border in Newcastle. Newcastle. Of all places, guys, Newcastle. That's them. Now, we're going to touch on a really big subject in a minute, and it's heartbreaking because we've got to remember now, these women are vulnerable. These women have got mental health issues as well. And I think this is where people have got to remember, rather than just taking shit out on them, we've got to realise they are victim. Now, this man, King Kabbalah, is literally calling the shots with these women. And he likes to have 2 or 3 wives. And at the minute, he's now looking for his 3rd one. Now, it's a religious cult being run by a guy who thinks he's the new pope and his security are like military. Now, who does Rangi have in his groups? That's right. Members of military who live out in the bushes, in the woods, themselves. Right or wrong, ladies and gents? I mean, we've been learning about this, haven't we? You know, they've got the weapons, the firearms, they've got all the training, they've got the badges, they all still think they're action men, when in reality they're not. However, it's people like this that will be sticking up for these cults that are in these woods. And then when they're coming online and portraying, they want to, come across like Tommy Robinson, it doesn't suit them. And it's people like me that actually susses out the truth. And the reason why they pretend to not care and do care in certain topics is to throw people off the scent. And believe me, I've seen these people unfold to the point that that creature is actually now wanted himself and is hiding out in the bushes. So in July 24, King Kabbalah, basically Kofi, you'd pronounce his name as, and Jean Gasho, both of Yarm Lane, Stockton-on-Tees, were arrested and appeared before Teesside Magistrates Court charged with child cruelty. The alleged incidents occurred between June the 21st and July the 13th, 24. They were remanded into custody and scheduled for a hearing. So then later on, they was actually released. However, in January 25, prosecutors offered no evidence against... Yeah, right there. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Do you mind making me a coffee? Thank you. So basically, it now says that it got thrown out of court and then put back into court. And that was because Kofi Olfa from Ghana resided in Stockton-on-Tees was indeed arrested and charged with a serious offence. He appeared in court and was granted conditional bail, and ultimately in January 25, the charges was dropped on Queen Nabala, but not him, right? So give me a minute. Give me a second, guys. I've got something else to show you. Whilst I was running a check with this cult, this also come up as well. Now that's off the CPS. I'll have a coffee, 1 sugar, please. Everyone wants a coffee, babe. Yeah. So yeah. Now remember, when I said these criminals, when they're taking your information, and you've got the likes of Neo Anderson getting things like that, recommendations. Now, once again, I'll say, yeah, I get recommendations for pet products. I get recommendations for fashion, makeup. I don't get recommendations on social media for S-dolls that look like children, especially, you know, from Philippines or Chinese even. And yet, this has popped up today. And this is a prime example. Not only is this linked to this cult and Rangi and Neo, but this is a prime example of what happens with your children's images, pictures. They go to people abroad, and then you've got idiots, dirty, sick, perverted idiots like these here, who are queuing up like they want a catalogue, and they'll literally order or request certain things and pay for it, because that is the mind and the mentality these wrong'uns have. Some of them ain't picky, some of them are. And you know the ones that are the ones that usually have money. So, money. It always just comes down to flipping money. If they've got money, they're in power. Now, what's quite upsetting in this case when it comes to this shit as well, I'm going to be honest, that young lady who's now in the flipping Kabbalah tribe, she was actually sold. Now, there's a video I'm going to be playing in a minute. Thank you, babe. Just bear with me. That's how they lived. So that is literally how they lived before they went and built up their land in Scotland. Just look, read that sign. Don't forget, this is who Rangi in that video was sticking up for and supporting. Your children shall be dashed to, yeah. That is just disgusting. Disgusting. Anyone who thinks this is normal behaviour, then I'm telling you now, you need your head testing. So I want you to listen to this now, because the words that this man is saying, well, it's triggering. So I'm going to say trigger warning, guys. And I'll speak about it in a minute.
Nothing. No one can be able to take you from my hands. I have claimed you and bought you at a price. No one can be able.
No one can claim her off him, because he's now claimed her and bought her for a price. Yeah, let's go back. Don't forget, this is a lady who was reported missing from Texas. And this disgusting piece of shit here is telling everyone so proud he's bought her, he's claimed her.
No one can be able to take you from my hands. For I have claimed you and bought you at a price. No one can be able to say, no, Arsenal should not serve the king of Kubala.
Yes.
All my tribes worship and bow before me. All nations are coming to bow before me. And you are privileged to come.
Yes,
Right time. Arsenal, you belong to the king of Kubala forever.
yes, my
Now Tell the pledge.
I, Asna of Atene, the handmaiden of Queen Nandi, pledge my allegiance to the king through the queen. I shall be obedient in all matters. I shall uphold the great values of the king among his wives, concubines, bondwomen, and children. So help me.
Sorry.
Haley, this is a couple who rang her, went and stuck up for. I'll play that video again at the end of all of this, don't worry. I'll give you some more insights to it.
Okay. Hold my hand.
Yes.
So, do you know, you can hear him on that. He bought that young girl for a price, right? And she is a young girl regardless. She's 21 years of age. She was reported missing. Now, that girl, I'm going to show you who she's supposed to be replacing. Read that. So she was the first handmaid that they brought over from America. Oklahoma. This is Aaliyah Johnson. See, I told you I do my shit. I do my research. I don't sit here and gaslight these situations and think, oh, look at that, isn't that funny? They're doing a silly little acts in the woods now. Maybe these women don't want to be doing these acts in the woods for clout. Do you know what I mean, Gemby and Joel there? Seeing as you love to watch these, don't you, and take the piss and you sit there and... But I bet you dismissed what you just did then. Eh? King Kabbalah bought that young girl for what a price? So, I actually go into depth with these situations because this poor young girl here wanted to get away from this tribe. She went back to America and ends up being seen running away from a male that matched the description of King Kabbalah, and she got run over and she died. Now, a lot of speculation have gone around this act because apparently Queen Kabbalah was actually jealous of this handmaid and her husband. So now she's out the way with, God bless her soul, yeah? He's now resorted to this, yeah? Listen up again.
Can be able to take you from my hands. For I have claimed you and bought you at a price. No one can be able to say, no, Asna should not serve the king of Kabbalah.
You can hear him. No one will be able to say no. No one will be able to say no. Why was that? Because the first handmaid went back to America, and because this cult, especially the husband, couldn't handle the fact that his wife, yeah, didn't want the handmaid around, he's now going to keep hold of this one that he's paid a price for. Now, I'm going to play this for you to see. Well, it's not really a video, but it's a picture. Are you ready to see what they've now done? Yeah, silence, innit? Silence. Applications to be considered to be my husband's third wife. Third wife. But she doesn't mention the first, well, the second, one that had passed on. Third wife. Now look at that picture. Did you know this couple actually have a lot of money between them? They just keep it hid away. Yes, they do. Read that. Police search in the woods for missing woman from England last seen in the Scottish borders. So, bear with me. I've got that much, guys. Honestly, I get overwhelmed with most of the stuff that I have to carry on in here. Now, this is what they've gone from to now being in the woods, right? Begging for donations, money, but yet they can still afford extra wives, as you just heard, that idiot a minute ago. This was them. See the life that they had, and then it was only when these guys got involved, the shit show starts. Like, I just find it a little bit convenient, you know what I mean? Because how do you go from living luxury to now you become a tribe in the woods? You do have to explore a little bit. Well, how does that happen? Well, unfortunately, these individuals are brainwashed into believing, you know, all these toxic things, especially what comes out of Rangi's mouth and his minions. But at the same time, it's quite scary the lengths that these people can go to scare members of the public, think they own land, think they're above the law, and they're really not. But I'm more concerned now that this man thinks he can buy these poor women from America. Things that it's just really, really sad. Now, I'm going to show you something because it upset me and it is a trigger warning. I'm going to play it in a minute, guys. I'm just trying to find it now for you. This girl looks like she's regretted a decision to come over here and be part of this cult. She looks very intimidated, I won't lie. Very, very scared. But I want you to watch this man for a minute as well, actually. Let me just...
You might have seen the story all over the news the past couple of days. It's in the Daily Express, hundreds of different news outlets. There's a missing American woman found living in Scotland, in a lost African tribe in Scotland. It's like in the Woodlands area. You might have seen it, called the Kingdom of Kabbalah. Let me show you something. This is actually the woman's Facebook who's running the whole situation. That's the bloke there. But they actually lived in Stockton-on-Tees at one point. Let me show you their flat when they were living there. So long story short, they had a flat in Stockton. You might know about it, you might not. But they had a sign on the window that said, "Your children shall be dashed to pieces." And they kept coming on the front doing these mad African fucking ritual things. So people like driving past them, what the fuck's going on here? Anyway, long story short, the police ended up getting involved, and this is what happened. They actually went into the couple's flat and that. They found a child living in bad situations, so they got the child taken from them to child with child cruelty in a complex case. So they ended up getting the kids taken clean off them.
And yet, remember, Rangi stood outside going, "Leave these kids alone. Don't touch them kids. Don't touch that woman." But you've just heard from that man's mouth, yeah, them kids, they needed to be took out of there. Do you understand? But yet, once again, Rangi thinks he's above the law and wants to keep children with perpetrators. Now, I thought this guy was clued up about safeguarding, because the video we've just watched of Rangi basically trying to stop police or whatever interfering. That ain't no one trying to save kids, is it? Do you understand?
Social services. And now these people are living in Scotland in the woods. And they're all over the front of the sun. You might have seen the story all over the news the past couple of days. It's in the Daily Express, hundreds of different news outlets.
Do you know what I mean? Why would you stop the police from going into a property? There it is, just to show you. As you all know, Rangi was outside that place, so there's no denying that's not the place. And he also stated as well, African family. So he's banged to rights there. I'm just going to show you something. Read that. Truth about Queen who lives in the Scottish woods and her husband and his handmaiden after she advertised for a second wife who would pay to marry the king and submit to virginity testing. Now, how disgusting is that? And once again, you know the man every weekend who goes, "Oh, do you know our members of parliament and the government, they're wanting to, you know, put the age restrictions to newborns for babies so they can have unprotected, you know what?" And you're like, where's this coming from? What mentality has he got? Well, you read that shit, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You just read that. Told you. Sometimes when people say things, yeah, it's a cover up because they're doing it themselves. Simple as that. And I've said that since day one, and I still stick to that now. So give me a minute. We're going back to something else now on here. Just give me a minute. Yo, come here. Piss off. Honestly, I hate technology. I'm not very good with it at all. Right, here we go.
In February, I was also arrested when they plastered my pictures all over social media where I saw so many racist comments against me and my husband. They literally just put our pictures out there to be harassed by the public. They were lying. Cleveland police lied that they were concerned about my welfare, but yet it was because they thought, one, I had given birth and they wanted my baby. And they also thought that one of my husband's second wives has had a baby. They thought I have Lady Safi's baby, so they were hunting for me.
Let me give you a bit more insight to that. So all these handmaids that she brings in, basically part of making a deal with getting into that cult is you've got to have a baby for her. So then now she's going to be playing mummy to the babies that these handmaids are obviously giving birth to. And if you don't hand over the babies, she gets very nasty. She gets angry. She won't let them eat chocolate crisps. She won't let them go to the shop and buy themselves whatever they want. She's fully now in control of these young women, which now I'm going to show you something. Bear with me. Now I want you to watch this and I want you to please, this is a massive trigger warning, guys. Please put trigger warning in the comments. RIP as well to this lady, because I just think this could have been prevented. It could have been stopped. It could still be stopped right now. But I think we're going to end up having, seriously, another victim on our hands. And it's so fucking sad to see. So this was the first handmaid. This is a resurfaced video. Now shows the previous lady, Safi Alia Johnson, now passed on, being excluded from her kingdom. So this is now where she's being excluded out of this cult. However, a few weeks after, she then was, passed on.
Begging me
I
for a
didn't
child.
get down on my knees to say my Lord. Please give me
She made us all convinced that she was pregnant. When even the king told me that she is going to do this. She's going to play the pregnancy card. Saying, I've got nausea, I've got this. Just imagine.
Because I was telling the king the whole time when I was born.
Yeah, he was telling
and you even said it was biological.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So at what point is that a lie?
In your head.
What point is that a lie?
Because you wanted it to be true.
No, exactly. Because what woman don't want to have a baby?
With an evil man.
You conceived against that evil man and had a child. So what are you talking about?
So,
what are you talking about? You literally had a baby. You literally conceived against the evil man without his not begging. I didn't get down on my knees to say my Lord. Please give me
She made us all convinced that she was pregnant. When even the king told me that she is going to do this. She's going to play the pregnancy card. Saying, I've got nausea, I've got this. Just imagine.
Because I was telling the king the whole time when I was born.
Yeah, he was telling
and
that
you even said it was biological.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So at what point is that a lie?
In your head.
What point is that a lie?
Because you wanted it to be true.
No, exactly. Because what woman don't want to have a baby?
With an evil.
So that poor fucking girl ended up pregnant. And she didn't know what was in store for her. That couple wanted to take that baby like they've done before of other women. And if these women say, no, I'm not giving birth for you, it's my child, they all of a sudden just end up gone. Yeah? Now, child trafficking. These lot are always referring to child trafficking. But then you say, well, have you got any proof of what it's... It's the social worker. They're the traffickers. Well, right, okay, let me understand this. Well, why are social workers traffickers? Why are they the grooming gangs? Oh, because it makes me feel better about my crimes. That's what it comes down to. That's what these men do. They like to throw people off the scent and make everyone think it's other people whilst they're in the background running their disgusting, sick little cults and abusing children and women, but also paying for them, shipping them around, shipping children out. And they're so brazen about it. They're not asked one little bit how they come on here and how they promote their crimes. It's almost like, look at me. I'm above the law. I can do whatever I want. Well, you can't. And not on my watch. Yeah? 19 months this journey's been going on. And now we are getting some real things on tap when it comes to missing girls turning up in locations, which once again, let me just remind you, why are LCS News watching that? A live bolt tracker. You know what I'm saying? A live bolt tracker. But we've got a woman who's just entered from Texas into Scotland who's just been bought and paid for. Do you understand where I've gone with this? Because I think that's a real trafficker, isn't it? Eh? Now I'm going to play this video and rest in peace once again to this poor, lovely young girl. Because once again, she was from Oklahoma, ended up in the UK, in Scotland, hardly the UK, but you know, Scotland, and then ends up fleeing just to flee from a horrible monster and end up losing her life. Come on, guys. And I want everyone to have a heart now when I play this, because this is what you call control and coercive behaviour. This is what you call a cult. Locking up women and abusing women. Now, these people did not know they were being recorded. Now, you watch what they did to this poor woman.
Give me one. And now you want to take the freaking chocolates and say, you feel like I don't deserve it? I just feel like it's so rude.
The reason of taking the chocolate is because I feel like you still do not know what you have done. And
I do. I apologize.
No.
I apologize.
You came from outside. You chose not to speak to me.
Because I can be angry and not want to speak to you. Just like when you say you don't have the words to speak to me, I might not have the words to speak to you.
People is done. You're angry. Someone gets angry when they know they are right. When you're wrong, you do not get angry. This is wisdom. You do not go and steal someone's money. The person says, give him the money. Then once you give the money to the person, you say you are angry for giving the money back. Then you start to same with the God of Israel. The wrong God of Israel. And the God of Israel punishes you, saying that for what you have done, I have done this to you. Then you become angry with God. You only become angry with God when you do not accept and admit what you have done was wrong. This is common sense.
You can still be angry because you not only gave everyone the Takis, but I wanted some too.
And you think you're entitled to have it.
I bought them.
And you bought it not because I've asked you to buy it. That is why you do not get it. You buying it does not mean that you have to have it. You bought it wrongfully. You didn't even ask me. So if in that sense you actually stole from me. So if you have stolen something from me and I'm saying, give me that thing back, and you still think you're entitled for a little bit of it, that means you don't even see the wrong you have done.
Okay, my lord. You're right.
I'm not right and I'm not wrong. I want you to learn everything that you today you are crying about and shedding tears. It doesn't mean that your cry will let me stop whatever I'm doing. I am not moved by crying.
That's not why I'm crying.
I'm not moved because this is like something, and I'm not moved. I've done this case. If you had come from outside, showing a sense of remorse of whatever you have done, without now walking around thinking, I deserve this, I need 3. You come from outside, you just walk in the room, and you claim because you are angry. So you are entitled to be rude and not even say hi. When you're angry, you can still say hi and go to your room. But you chose not even say a word, and you think it's justified by anger. And when I think about it, you don't even deserve the chocolate as well. Because I still think it's not sinking in yet. Until you realize what you have done.
My lord, I said I was sorry. I said I was sorry. I apologize.
By words you've said it, not by actions. If I were even you and you asked me, have you eaten? You wouldn't ask me after that course. You say that you can answer the question. And when I said no, then I went to the kitchen to sit down. That is selfishness. After telling you that I've not eaten. And because of your takers, you rather go to the kitchen and sit down instead of making me laugh. I've kept the chocolate. Keep learning. I'll see you later.
So, you just heard that for yourself. That poor girl is not here today with us, right? That poor girl was in that flat there in Stockton-on-Tees, as you can see with the window behind her. Yet that girl was controlled. Couldn't even have a packet of fucking tackies in peace. Couldn't even have a chocolate bar without being monitored, being told off, being made to feel like she was doing something wrong. She couldn't even just walk into a house feeling upset and angry because he wanted a hello just to make him feel like he was a man. Yeah? Well, just think Rangi stood outside that flat and tried to stop police entering, getting himself involved while they're trying to enter a home to safeguard children, and maybe she could have ended up safeguarded too. But no, people like Rangi, who wants to stand outside and film. Yeah, for what? Because he wants to take his shit out on the government. I mean, who chases the police when they're trying to save children and go, you're responsible for all these rapes that are taking place in the world, but you are a convicted rapist, Rangi Latif, and you know you are. And you think you can mix around with these disgusting cults and do what? Are you the one who's responsible, maybe, for gathering these young mums? Because I'm telling you now, you're watching a live boat tracker. You're now mixing and sticking up and defending for families, that are doing the most disgusting, sickest crimes. And also getting women from America, and when they don't want to give birth for their babies, for them, what happens? What happens? Them women are now just vanishing, gone. Do you know how upsetting that is? It is really upsetting, especially when you know someone like Rangi is mixed up in this shit. Scotland. And I'm going to go back to what I said before. You've heard in his own voice, he wants land in Scotland. He wants to grow food, fruit, vegetables. He wants to earn £1 million a year. Who do you think is literally going to be running all this on these lands in Scotland? And yeah, this might be their culture, but I'm just going to remind everyone again, Rangi is connected to this cult. And the worst part about it, last year that man threatened me with black magic, and he's got a court order in place from his ex-wife, as he did the same to her and his own children. Wished black magic upon him. And then Durham Justice and the likes of them come along. Queenie, you do know Rangi's knocking around with an African family, don't you, who are dodgy? All right, yeah, who? Well, at the time, I wasn't really taking much note of it. Then a lady comes to me and said, just be careful, Queen, because he's mixed up in all that black magic. I said, listen, if you don't believe in it, it can't affect you, and I don't believe in it. It'll ricochet back to him. That's all it'll do. So what I'm saying is now, right, Rangi has got connections with this family. You've heard that creature, that so-called king who Rangi was trying to protect before, admit he's now paid for this young girl from Texas. I mean, I don't know how you want to think, guys, but I've been doing this for 19 months and I've had to sit here and put the dots together. And when you start coming along like shit like this, people have said, well, where's your evidence, Queen? I've had lots of evidence. I've got certain things right in front of me. I'm just not allowed to put them on camera, because if I do, I will be in serious trouble with the police, and I'm not above the law. I stay within the law, and I'll continue to do so. If it's in the public media, I am allowed to discuss it. And, well, as I say, I have got facts and evidence, and as long as you know you are telling the truth, well, the law can't touch you, the law can't get you. It's as simple as that. I'm not doing no direct threats. I'm not a violent person. Well, when I say violent, I mean, I'm not sitting here inciting violence, shall we, or anything like that. But if these men did come near me, just know I do have the substance in me to fight back, because I'm not going to be scared. Definitely not. They can park outside my home. They can write to me. They can intimidate me all they want. They can gang stalk me. They are not going to get into my world. I'll be getting into theirs, just like I am doing right now. It's as simple as that. And as long as you know that, we'll be on a level, won't we? So, let me go on to the next video.
Hi guys, I'm Nakai of... Welcome to her real... Only are you living in it? Her real name is Jean Gasho. She had all her children taken away from her from social services. I'm pretty sure between her and her husband, who is the king actually, we'll get into this, they have 7 children. I don't know if they're all biological, but they had 7 children, and all 7 kids were taken away by Durham Social Services. And the queen, Jane Gasho, she's claiming that they didn't do nothing wrong, that her children got legally adopted, saying that they got sold to Edomites, because her real name is Jean Gasho.
So yeah, after that incident with the police at the flat, the children had been removed, that's correct. And I do believe they are still in care, and they keep attacking the foster carers' homes, which I showed you earlier on, where they're going outside and they're cursing basically their homes. Now, I want to show you something that's indicating to me this woman isn't sure about being where she is today. And the reason why I say that is because when I'm doing this, and like I say, I've done it for 19 months on this particular case, and I read a lot of body language. This is the girl, Corey Taylor, who's come from Texas, and she wanted to be a lawyer. She's now been found, as I've said already, in Scotland with this tribe. But I'm also going to play something for you now. These are people on TikTok questioning her and telling her, what about your daughter and things like that. And I want you to look into her eyes and her face. And I want you to try and just read a little bit of her eyes, because I'm telling you, when you watch this, you'll understand exactly now she's going to be the next victim to this couple, and I am petrified for her.
Like, apparently, like, you left America, now you're in Scotland, and now you're like,
I don't know what to call it, like a tribe, like what's going on? Like I'm confused. And then I'm seeing in the comments that you have children. Like, I don't know. Like, do you have children or do you not have children? Yeah, someone said it's a cult, but I don't know. I'm not here to like thingy to shame because I don't know what's going on. That's why I'm asking you because clearly you're the one running it or in it. I don't know.
Well, first I'll just say you found the account, so you can do your own research, do your homework, and you could come to your own conclusion like everybody else. It seems like you know quite a bit. You know more than you want to admit that you know. But in regards to I have children or I will have children, that's not something that I have or I ever will explain to anybody. As I said before, I'm a girl. I don't have myself to you or my faith or my beliefs. But again, in regards to those things, everything that you want to know, that you need to know as far as where this and what it means and how significant it is. You can do this there. Like I said, an analysis and kind like apparently like he left America. Went to school.
The owner of a
Went to school with her, bro. We fucking went to school with Cara, bro.
That was her.
So all the jokes and all the hee hee ha ha, oh, this woman's playing Wakanda Forever in the woods. I don't find none of that shit fucking funny. Cults are real. And it really hurts me and pains me to see this on the internet. Like, this is somebody that we went to school with. Like, who the fuck are these people? Who is this Ghanaian man and this Zimbabwean woman? Like, who are y'all? Y'all are double her age. Y'all really could be her daddy for real and her mama. And y'all are literally using her to produce children and making her think that she's inferior to herself? Like, I'm so fucking baffled. It's not even funny. It's really not funny. I don't find none of this shit hilarious at all. It's actually fucking scary. And I hope her parents are getting in contact with the U.S. Embassy in Edinburgh, Scotland, because she needs to be home. There's no reason for her to be playing Handmaid's Tale over in Scotland. And I literally just made a fucking video about this, bro. Like, what the fuck? This shit is actually scary, bro. It's scary, and I hope Cara gets home because, damn, like, bitch, we grew up with you. What the fuck are you doing in Scotland? And I honestly feel like, based off of the clip that I already seen of her talking, she's saying that she's an adult and bro, that's a sign of Stockholm Syndrome, where you start identifying with your captors. Like, hello?
Now, I like this girl because she is totally on the ball when she said that then. So that lady is now realising she's made a bad decision, and you can see it in her face, you can see it in her eyes, and I genuinely now at this stage feel really scared for her, and I really do. I'm being serious now, I do, because when you see what happened to the other handmaid, you'll understand. But these women are being brainwashed. They're being made to believe they're doing something good and something good's going to come out of this. They're being sold and promoted a life that is only danger. But they don't see that at the time. And that just shows how vulnerable these poor girls are. Now, I'm just going to play this. This one really hurt me because I want you to see how she keeps looking. She's looking, her eyeball movements are looking as almost she's being controlled. You do what I'm telling you to say. Don't be saying what you want. If you do, there's going to be trouble. And the reason why that is because they've already made an agreement. If this girl tries to run away from this cult, then she's going to be the next, well, one to pass away. They've actually made that quite clear already in a previous video. So please, guys, once again, take into account, just look at this poor girl's eyes. She doesn't want to be there.
And I also seen your friend who you went to school with, she's been posting on TikTok. Her name 2 seconds, I can have to. Could I private message it to you? Would that be okay? So I'm not shaking.
Yeah, you can send it if you want to our Instagram, but you have to send it to Instagram.
Oh, right, okay. So I believe that your visa is up in November. What do you plan to do once you're...
What's your name again?
Pardon?
What is your name?
I mean, it's got it up on my TikTok. Can you see my name at the bottom?
You can see it because she's on the other side of the camera.
And I also seen your friend who you went to school with. She's been posting on TikTok looking for... her.
Did you see how her eye movements looked over like... Did you see them eyebrows move and twitch about like she looked like she wanted to cry? That girl knows she's got, you know, family and friends that want her to go back home to Texas. She knows now at this point she's made a bad mistake. And really, it's still not her fault. You heard that creature before. He bought this girl. And to see this girl now just sat there not knowing what to do, or maybe she's scared to come away. Where is the Scottish police? Where are all the safeguarding teams? I mean, come on. We've got all these tinfoil hat wearing people coming on here going, they're quick enough to not do anything. They don't safeguard anyone. You know, they do, basically they take children, they do this and that. Well, why is no one helping this girl? No, why is no one going in and demanding she gets out of there? Because you know what? If that was my daughter, I will travel from Texas and I will come and get her. Don't just sit there and watch that, because you know what potential this girl is going to end up being the next Aaliyah Johnson. And I am actually going to cover the story on Aaliyah Johnson on its own, just to go into a little bit more insight, because if there's risks around what happened with her, what risks now is going to pose for this poor young lady. Do you understand? And that's why it's important we cover these awarenesses over and over and over again, even if it does bore the lights to some people, because we're going to be coming on to 2 people very soon, and I'm going to be finishing this storyline tomorrow, because I'm just waiting now tonight for something to come through so I can put the cherry on the cake for this storyline. I've still got a couple of things to go through. However, I'm going to be discussing Jodie, aka Justice, and Gemma Bloomer on TikTok tonight, because these women have actually been sat there for weeks now, haven't they? Tormenting me, my friends, bullying people. Also, she's been claiming that everything we say and do has been lies, and we've been getting innocent men attacked. Well, not only did everyone listen to last night in You Know Who's Live, but Coffee Cup was never attacked. In fact, everything was made up to the point we're going to see some highs and lows this evening. And do you remember when I said, yeah, don't trust your people. Don't trust your people around you in your circle, because you know what? You're all as bad as each other. Whereas me, I can sit here and tell you that my panel of friends are absolutely loyal as fuck. And I will continue to have their backs, just like Vimto does. You know why? Because we're real friends. When we move on from a problem, we can draw a line. We know when to put a stop on it, and we get back to reality. Even if we have a fallout, we'll sit there and go, do you know what? We shouldn't have acted like that. I'm sorry. Even if it's an hour later, 24 hours later, we've got the decent bones and hearts in us to actually pick up the phone and just go, do you know what? I'm fucking stupid. We're all adults. We shouldn't be acting like this. But there's some adults who just can't help themselves. You know, in the 30s, sat there all day in a dressing gown, chatting shit with herself, and then trying to discredit other people's work. But then it ends up backfiring, because what this lady doesn't realise, well, she's not even a lady. I don't even class her as that. I class her as a creature. What she doesn't realise is she's now become in the middle of a little gang. Thanks, Debbie. In that gang is her directly in the middle with Gen B. And it's called the Wrongin Gang because when you think about it, she's sticking up for Rangi, she's sticking up for Green Dick, then she's sticking up for Coffee Cup. That's right, even though the news come out last night that we was telling the truth about Coffee Cup. He was arrested 19 times, but arrested 4 times for grape. Yeah? But no, according to Jodie, we're still classed as liars. But yeah, her so-called friend was trying to tell everyone last night the truth, and big up to him for that. Hat off to him. However, that person's a bit silly too. Do you know why? Because although you've all been trying to get back at me, which I think you are fucking idiots, and I'm going to say it how it is, I told you to all stay humble. What you did, you played with the wrong guns, you kept them, in your pocket until whenever you wanted and used them to score points when you wanted. You tried to tell everyone we're all lying about these individuals, and yet the whole time, last night, you come out with, yes, it was done for grapes. All right, well, can I just say something now? Here's my conclusion. What does that make you now? So you've sat there, yeah, for weeks now. That Victor and that Michelle and that Paul, even the Wendy situation. We didn't know Wendy. We didn't want to get involved in the Wendy situation. Yeah? However, you thought you could try and drag me into that shit when, like I say, if there's nothing criminal to bring to the table on Wendy, then I can't have an opinion on it. But my opinion was the truth. If there's nothing criminal, if there's no conviction papers or an article, then it is going to be a lot hard for people. And if you don't understand how paperwork works within the police and the social workers, then that makes you more stupid, so more fool you. So if the social workers, I'm just going to give you an example. If a social worker gets a referral, mum and dad have been neglecting child at home, right? That referral will get looked at, and if SA and disgusting crimes are being noted, what happens is social workers will get their bundle of evidence together, so they get their own bundle, they take it to their legal department, and then they hand it to the police to assess. The police will assess that crime, and once they've assessed it, if they feel there is evidence in that bundle, they will pursue a crime. If there isn't enough evidence in that bundle, they will usually call the people in and speak to them, which once again, I'm sure Wendy referred to, she had a voluntary, she went involuntary and spoke to them. However, she wasn't arrested. She wasn't summoned at the front door with a set of handcuffs. So, yeah, I'm sorry to burst everyone's bubble, but you're not going to get anything on paperwork because she actually was not arrested in the sense where they went to her front door. She voluntarily went into the police station. Once again, DBS checks, of course it's not going to be on there because it's only social workers that have got them records. If the police said there was no evidence and they can't act upon this crime or pursue it, then what will happen is it will stay remained on the social, the actual social services database and records. And if, say for example, Wendy does something now in the future, the social workers would have to get straight back on board, and next time the police will obviously deal with the situation and pursue it further. But like I said, documents between police and social workers are totally different. So when someone's saying, give us the receipts, well, it depends what receipts you want. You all need to start being a little bit more specific, because once again, social workers' reports can also be biased to the point that, if social workers don't like the father or the mother, they will have their own opinion. It's not a judgment. Well, saying that it is personally from the social worker to the parent, but what I'm saying is it's not an actual judgment, like pled guilty, yes or no, with the police or the courts. This is just simply what the social worker perceives and what narratives they come at, you know what I'm saying, what they put in place about the situation. However, once again, whatever evidence is out there is not good enough to the point that people are going to sit and go, oh yeah, Wendy were convicted. Now, if that was the case, I'd be like, do you know what? Fuck my life. But right now I'm sat here and I'm like, I can't believe she's actually lied. And now I'm seeing things for myself. And when I say she lied about one thing that now made me think, oh, well, she can lie about that. And then you do have to open your mind. So I've done that. However, no one's going to come on air and try and make me feel bad, discredit me in any way, because I don't know Wendy personally. And in a way, I'm glad I don't now, because I'm absolutely livid. I'm fuming that anyone will go to the lengths like she has done to panic, cover herself up. But I'm also going to go with the lady who's come forward, well, Wendy's daughter. If Wendy's daughter is adamant the way she has been, and I do have to have a little bit of disrespect here, is the fact that I know what it's like to be ignored. Yeah, when someone gets ignored constantly and they're repeating it and repeating it and shouting it, it can now make them ill and drained, and that's not nice. So I do feel for Wendy's daughter, but I am also going to say another thing now, and some people might not like this, and I'm sorry, but this is where justice now as well is going to get a little bit of an insight to the feelings that I have and what I've been thinking about. So, while we're on this Wendy situation, Wendy's been on TikTok for a few years, yeah? Now, once again, and this is not me defending her in any way, because I really am fucking livid with her and I never want to speak to that woman again. But what pisses me off is the mentality of others on this app. So, we've had women on here who are mums themselves, sat with information about Wendy. And yeah, they've tried to raise the voice about it, but out of the blue now, after Wendy builds a platform and she's got all these friends, now all of a sudden family members have come out, they're speaking up. So at first I'm thinking, yeah, I get it now. But then what I couldn't get my head around was, hang on. Some of these mothers on here was being a bit sly, wasn't yous, Joda? Yeah. Because what would happen is, you'd have the likes of Jordan going, I told you about Wendy. I knew all about her. But then there was also times she'd go running back to Wendy and being friends. And then there was other women on here who knew about Wendy too, especially the older one, Julia. And what frustrates me is the fact that why didn't none of yous come forward when she started befriending women with children? Did any of yous actually message these women from the get-go and say, oh, you do know you need to be careful of Wendy? No, what some of yous did, you sat there for months, even years, on your lives every weekend, and you continue to talk. You continue to, do some sing-song karaokes. I'm just quite shocked that some of yous have actually sat on here for so long with certain information and you think you can use it as a blackmail. Because when you do use it as a blackmail tactic, do you know you're actually affecting other people? And let me tell you how. So look at the other situation, and I know it's probably watching me and I really don't give a fuck. However, I told you all he was, he had something on coffee cup, didn't I? But as soon as I come on here and I tell you all with Vimto what coffee cup was arrested for, now I'm being made out to be a liar, the bad one. But yet the whole time, they all knew about coffee cup. And last night, what come out? What come out of its mouth? What spewed up out of its mouth? Even he knew the whole time Coffee Cup was arrested for grape. What the fuck is wrong with yous all? What is wrong with every single one of yous on this app? So you hear a bit of information and just store it at the back of your head, so when you're ready and you fall out with that person, then you want to let the members of the public know. Why not call it out there and tell them for what it is? In fact, why are you entertaining individuals for so long on this fucking app? It's disgusting.
It's because, mate, you know when they go in Wendy's though, they get gifted and stuff.
But still,
No, it don't make it right. It makes it even more disgusting. But I'm just saying, look, that's why they've sat in there and that ain't it. Do you know what I mean? Because they think more of the money than they do about what that person's done.
Well, to be fair, they think more about the clout, don't they, and the platform and them as a personality. But these people haven't got personalities. Not to just sit there and watch people say that they're this and that, but you'd rather sit there and watch these people bond friendships online with other women who have got kids. How many of yous reached out to those women? You know, the ones that are actually now sat in a group today going, well, Wendy did this to me and Wendy did that. How many of those women was reached by the women today like the likes of Jodie? Did she message right at the beginning? No. She waits for the shit to real hit the fan. You've got to push Jodie's buttons for her to do what the fuck she wants to do. Do you know what I'm saying? That's Jodie for you, isn't it? That is Jodie for you. But it's upsetting to know that women can sit on this app and sit there with information for a year or 2 years and you're waiting for that fallout before information's being released, because you know what? That isn't women, is it? Protecting other women now and children. No. You've watched Wendy sit there on camera with children and the mums befriending. Why didn't any of you intervene? Why have you all sat there knowing you had concerns and information? Why wait until it's too fucking late? That's right. Because only the idiots would do that behaviour. Only the idiots that are self-centred and got no backbone and want to use clout and victims and throw people under the bus for what? For what? On a level, for what? You're sick. And you see you, Jodie and Jen B, right? I'm going to get into you two in a minute, because you two, you ain't loyal to one another. You know you're not loyal to one another. I mean, didn't we have the one and only Jen B ringing the police on you the other week? Why was that again? That's right, because she was claiming, apparently what I'm doing to her today, you was doing, Jodie. And you, Jodie, what did you do to Baby Bell? That's right, you started telling everyone he was a pred. Then he come at you, didn't he? And then everyone turned against you, because you know why? You kept bringing everyone into bullshit. You brought everyone into bullshit. And now you want to take credit for the Wendy. Well, Julie, for one who's in the comments now, did that live about Wendy, not you. And I see now you tried to beg on toast to her the other day. Well, that was sad in itself. Yeah, I knew the whole time. Rah. Well, you knew about Curtis, didn't you, as she said? Now, I heard Curtis's story, and do you know what? I'm actually going to say this. Thanks for coming on, Curtis, and putting your side out. And do you know what? I will actually empathise with what you've come out with. However, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to start judging or targeting, because I'm not about that, and I don't know Curtis to be doing that. But I do know I heard a lot of serious shit. Yeah? Good night, God bless Mickey and Lily. I know I heard a lot of serious shit. However, I got on with it. But do you know what I kept hearing in this time? It was Jodie. Jodie ran Curtis off the app. Jodie done this to Curtis because Curtis had the police going through her front door. Oh, and then she'd come on in and go, did you see what I did to Curtis? Does Queenie want to start that? I'll do what I did to Curtis. But now she's sat there going, Curtis, I love you. I knew you didn't do anything wrong, Curtis. I know you're an amazing person, Curtis. But what she didn't tell Curtis was she's been sat here bragging about how she ran Curtis off the app. Can someone accept Paul, please? Because my phone won't let me accept anyone in.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here? So to see her now, sat there trying to be another beg on toast, out of desperation, clinging on to that last little bit of friendship she's got, it's sad. It's desperate. And to try and use someone like Curtis as what? A shield. Because Curtis doesn't know me. Just like I've just said there, I don't know Curtis. I heard his story the other day. I'm going to respect that. It's not for me, is it, to be commenting or judging about? No. However, Jodie, wasn't it you who come on this app and painted Curtis as a what? Go on, Paul. I'll let you have your say, darling.
Well, I've had to come up because you don't seem to read your comments, love. So I've got a couple of points, right? First of all, right, you know how Justice reckons she knew the whole time, right? And everything else. And she was the first one to reach out to Curtis, yeah? So she had a good couple of months head start with Curtis. I want to know why she didn't get the evidence from Curtis like I got the first time he contacted me about Wendy. Because he had the evidence the whole time. So if she's friends with him off the app and she speaks to him and all the rest of it, why didn't she get that evidence off of Kurt and out it like I did?
Exactly.
It just confuses me.
And this is it, like with Jodie, she just jumps on a bandwagon, as we all know. And in a minute, I'm actually going to, let's see how strong friendships are going to be when I've played something in a minute. Yeah. Oh, thank you, CH, darling. It's nice to see you as well. We need a good bloody catch-up, woman. Tell the family I said hello, and I send lots of love to you all as well. And please stay tuned in, because tomorrow night you're going to love the live that I'll be bringing. It's going to be like whole time, CH. Sorry, guys. So with Justice, she's always got to find herself there on some sort of drama. She doesn't care what it is. Listen, a man could go out tomorrow. It'll be 9 o'clock, my darling. But it will be a late one as well, CH. So she'll basically befriend any guy. And if that guy says, I've not done it, oh, she's like, leave him alone. He's innocent. Well, this bitch keeps finding herself with all the wrong uns. And what's upsetting is, right, CH, have I lied about anything to do with Rangi? Can you put yes or no in the comments for me, please? So, yeah, she said that I lied about Rangi. I've lied about all these men. Jodie did, right? Thank you, CH. There we go. That's all people need to know, yeah. So I've never lied about Rangi. I've never lied about all the other men. In fact, did I lie about the one in the sunbed as well when I chased him down the fucking street and now he's got 5 years in the register? But you see, the likes of Big Gob Jodie, she really wanted to discredit my hard work, didn't she?
Breaking news. Sorry to interrupt you. Mr. Stell is live and he's just said that he thinks you are right about Gemma committing that crime. He's got that news article picture up on his live.
Yeah, Paul, it's from that. You remember yesterday when I had that thingy with him, and I told him, go and research it, go and look at it. He's messaged me to say he was live and asked me to go in, but I'm here doing this, so I can't.
No, I know. Well, I just wanted to report quickly for you, Shell, so that's another point for you, darling.
Oh my God, guys! Oh, I love it! See what I mean? This is what happens, yeah? Oh, honestly, when people try to undermine me, oh. Paul, I love that. That's the link tree of justice. Yes, correct. Oh, look. Yeah, guys, let's come to for a minute. Oh, shit. Oh, why is it not coming on? Don't do this to me.
After I told him he is a RET, yeah? He's a liar, right? And he did do what he did to me. I know he did. I know what he did. And I believe his ex. I believe that what his ex told me was true. Because as I said last night, what woman, what mother, yeah, would give up the safety, the security, the love for her kids, yeah, to throw herself off a bridge? What drove her to such madness? What drove her that bad?
Still, the most mature thing to do is talk in private with her about this shit like mature adults. Even though I know this and I'm 21.
Right? No, she had her chance, Kato. I've tried to talk to her last night. I tried to talk to her today, and all she did was scream and shout at me.
Because she was upset.
I don't know. She's got nothing to be upset about.
Well, she does now.
Well, she does now. Tough shit, innit?
Alright, if you're going to speak to me like
Well,
that,
Yeah.
You don't get to tell
do you think we should go and ring Tidal's mum and just give her the heads up that he's shouting at her?
Yeah. Please do.
Thanks,
Thanks,
babe.
babe.
Get him off that phone call. I know what he's done. Yeah? They two decided to carry on with the phone call for another 3 hours. That's what happened last night, and I'm not putting up with that.
Wow.
I am not putting up with that. So she can run to the police all she wants, yeah? And they've outed me. They've told everybody on the internet that I'm Gemma who did that bad thing to that poor man. And they'll probably say, well, what do you want us to do about it?
Do you want to come up, Pen?
The thing is, yeah, nobody seems to be listening to what I'm saying.
It's so good. It's got to be fattening, darling.
Like him. Oh, shit. Oh, well, let Stella know I've been on his profile. Oh, he's going to be excited now. Woo! Paul, can you let
Just
Pen
you.
in, darling?
If there's anything in the guest thing, I will. There's nothing there, love.
Oh, 1 minute, Pen. Vince, I will let you in when she comes back.
Is
Keep
she
coming
always?
up, error.
Oh. Try again, Penny. Try and request again, love. Are you on private? 'Cause I won't see you if you are.
No, I think it's just my TikTok tonight, babe, my phone.
Keep requesting, and if I see it, I'll let you in.
Do you know, I'm dying to finish off this storyline with Randy and that cult, but I tell you what, tonight, I didn't want it to get too late. I wanted to get this bit out, so tomorrow I'm going to finish off doing the full live about that cult, but tonight I wanted to mix it up a bit and obviously see what was going on in this situation.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is a big deal, this.
Yeah. Oh, shit. So, yeah,
He
yeah,
must have
it's been a very good live. Oh yeah, he's not watching us. I'm just making sure he's not watching us, innit?
No, he's not, love. You're all right. So he must have found the gems then, because I mean, they can't be friends still, surely, if he's doing this.
No, but didn't I tell you it was going to backfire?
oh, go away.
I know. I know.
Oh, I think her mum's ringing her.
Oh, what's happened?
Is it Kate? Oh.
Chris, if you mean screamer call Jess, darling, go and do it. Go on.
Thank you, lovely.
I would, but I'm in here and I'm all out of sorts now. Where's Winter run off to?
I bet she's been summoned.
Right.
Oh, is she back? 1 minute. Yeah, she's back. Vinto, let Penny in the box as well, babe.
She had her fucking chance last night. I told her, I'm not coming on the phone with him. Get him off the phone.
I've got Vinto up. I can't see Penny.
I'm not having a 3
Vinto, will you get Penny up?
12 times.
Yeah, I'll have a look now.
Thanks, babe.
Information about Vinto and Michelle. I said, I don't care. I don't believe it. Yeah?
Does it matter? Does it matter?
No, exactly. Exactly. Did it matter? You know, leave it alone.
It's not a game. It's not who can get one up on each other.
And this is what I tried to tell them. This is what I tried to tell them, right? I tried to say to them, right, he has got nothing. He's got nothing to bring to the table. This is why he was booted out the other group in the first place. Yeah? He's got nothing. He's used it. They've used his usefulness. Yeah? He's out now. Yeah? He's out in the cold and he's got nobody. Him and Durham have got nobody. And just dumped their asses. Vimto's dumped their asses. The other group has dumped their asses. And we did, well, I had dumped their asses. So he's trying to sneak in. Oh, I'll tell you everything, girls. I'll tell you everything. You're got nothing to tell, nothing that's of any importance to us.
Paul, just so you know, I was ringing Kaido's mom to tell her.
Oh, yes, because she was getting involved again tonight.
Yeah, I rung her and let her know. She put.
I tell you, that girl doesn't learn, Vimto. I mean, I don't know how many times she needs telling.
I'm just making. Jesus Christ! I'm just making sure he's not watching us on his other device.
Can you guys see Kaido in his box still?
You know what?
Can you see Kaido in his box anymore, or has she left?
She's not in there now.
She's
No.
left.
Okay.
I'm sure I've got COVID.
Phoning him.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, I'm phoning him.
No, someone's phoning that ring called Mum.
Oh, someone's phoning that mum. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's the dad.
I'm going to throw him, I tell you, I will, honestly.
Go and see what he wants.
I'll be back. Hold on, I'll be back.
Let's hear what he says now he's on his own. I like some of his comments sometimes. It's entertaining.
Police advice and guidance,
Yeah, I like them when they're not about us.
Yeah.
Or Geordie, for that matter, in jeopardy. And all she wanted to do, because I said about Vimto, etc., they said, no talking to Vimto. I said, fine, we don't talk to Vimto. We don't talk to John either in that case, right? They two go off and talk to John, right? And fuck what I had to say and think. So I went on live last night and spoke to Vimto. Simple as that. Shut up, Simple Simon. I don't need your input.
Oh, Fraser must be in there. Simple Simon, he always calls him that. Poor Fraser.
I've got some lovely fudge.
Oh, he's got some lovely fudge.
You know that live thing during the day where they make the fudge and they sell it online?
I beg your pardon. Did you say he's got lovely fudge?
I was repeating what he said.
Oh dear.
Oh God, I can't cope. I can imagine him fuming, just trying to put his foot down on his scooter. You know when he's angry sometimes. Doing donuts round the fucking co-op.
Oh my God. I think he's fell out with Justice as well, you know.
Oh well, thank fuck for that one. That's good news.
Because nobody else is going to. Do you know?
Paul, have a look at your WhatsApp and if you feel like you need to show it.
She had her chance.
And remember, everyone, the other night, apparently I lied about Jem. See, once again,
I said to her,
it's now saying I'm telling the truth about her. How fucking convenient is that?
Yeah, I won't put it up because it still involves a vulnerable person. But that is cheeky, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said the reason.
Then I'll put it in the WhatsApp group so you can have a look at it in a bit. Okay.
I'll have a look soon. Vimto, 10 cent a request, babe. Can you accept it? It keeps coming up error.
I can't see it. It's still not coming up for me.
No, it's on private. That's why only you can see it, Chell.
Ah, Pen. You need to set your accounts for public for a minute.
Yes, I do have it, and I was going to play it. He was fucking shitting himself, so he ran to the other side to pitch up against me.
Yeah, to discredit you, basically.
To discredit me, yeah.
Oh, discredit,
so, I
eh?
believe that recording. But the thing is, people, yeah, the recording was done with his ex. She has the recording as well, because the thing is, we both agreed to have the phone call, and we both agreed that each of us would record that call.
Right, but you deleted it because you didn't want any involvement in it.
Yeah.
And you've said that quite a few times on your live.
And I also said to her, whatever you're about to tell me make sure you've got support with you. And she said, yeah, my new partner's with me. And he was sitting right beside her.
Right, okay.
And I made sure, and I said, partner, you know, I won't say his name obviously. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, everything's cool. Blah blah blah. I said, right, are you happy that she's going to be telling me certain things because, you know, trigger warnings and shit like that, you know?
Yeah, cool.
Oh, hello, Simple Simon. Are you all right, love?
Hi, Simple Si. How are you doing, lovely?
I said, okay, I sat back and listened.
Looks like Queen is telling the truth after all, eh, Simple Si?
This is what I mean. You really don't know people on.
Oh, you shut up, Mum. And you've been going on about me all fucking week. Silly mare.
A scary place, isn't it? I think you have to be more guarded and protect yourself.
Fraser sent an request. I don't know if his account's public or private.
That they aim for all the
I've got him, don't worry.
What the fuck is he chatting about? Well, he's telling everyone now. I've been telling the truth. But well, that just shows that everything else he said is a lie. Exactly.
What they said you are, but nothing's ever come alive.
So he's falling out with Jem because she went and smoked the coffee cup. Yeah, but Coffee Cup, he's also admitted Coffee Cup did get arrested 19 times, but 4 times for grape as well. So he tried to tell everyone that I was lying about that. Well, last night he let that out the bag. Oh, man. And what did he think he'd gained from talking to Vimto? Well, I don't know, but we gained a lot out of that. We got the truth, didn't we, in the end? Like, now look at this. After him trying to discredit my work with Jodie and everybody else. Jodie, I'm not being funny, Jodie must be shitting herself, because if he can do that with Jem...
Right, I call a marathon. I don't call it Snickers.
Yeah, but she does deserve it, though, Fraser. Yeah, Jem. I kind of get it, but this is my whole point that I said to him in his live. But if no one fits his narrative, you throw him under the bus. Wow. They're stupid enough to fall for it, aren't they, like Jambe? She's stupid. Fucking idiot, man.
At the end, it's a bit black.
But yeah.
Has he said anything about his arrests or anything? No, nothing.
Okay. Let everybody know as well. Also, when I spoke to Snow yesterday, he told me that he hadn't seen Jem's full passport and that she covered part of it up. And where she's saying that it's not her name, he said the name on it was Gemma Ford. And I said, it's only 3 letters off, like, you know, Stafford, you know what I mean? And look, this is what he's saying, but Gem's never changed her name, and she is Gemma thingy, and the bloomer part of it comes from her daughter's dad. That's why she's Gemma Stafford Bloomer.
Fucking crazy. So, all I'm gonna say is just watch what happens. Well, they can't discredit me anymore, can they? They tried to make me out to be a liar and everything, and yeah, in the end, I said, stay humble. Our group is so loyal, we've not fell out once. See them? They're all falling to pieces. That's karma.
I'll let everyone into a secret as well. Guess what we do when we're not on this app? We're making our houses look really nice.
Yeah. I know. I have noticed Michelle's house. Thank you, Fraser. To be fair, I spent most of the day doing housework and bleaching the bathroom.
Paul sent us a video earlier, and oh my god, he's got a beautiful like home anyway. But look, he's put lights on his is all white, and it looks absolutely
just getting a brew, everyone. I'll be back in a minute.
Thank you, Vimto, love.
And I love
Vimto, you'll give him a fucking big head. Stop it.
You already know I've got a big head from our carpet. Carpet? From our carpet.
Don't you go mention our car park fucking adventures, all right?
I can never look at a Fiesta the same way again.
I told you I'll put you in the boot. That was it.
Oh, I thought you'd put it in the boot. That's why I cracked.
Yeah, exactly. I knew what you fucking thought.
Euro Park's car park, sponsored by drivers.
Yeah. I said fifth gear, not reverse, all right?
You said that was your favourite. You lied.
Yeah, true. Right, let me go over and see if he can actually say my name correctly. I love doing this.
Simon, we'll watch you from here.
Oh, Fraser, give us please.
Some entertainment.
Oh, he won't speak to me because he knows I'll shut him down.
You love Shaw.
I'm still waiting. My daughter goes to college full time next.
He'll let you in the box if you tell him about our car park adventures.
Oh, yeah, he would. He'd fucking get well excited by that. I've got more time free next week because my daughter goes to college full time, so I'm going for a day trip. Oh, 1 minute, hang on.
She's angry. She's got nothing to be angry about, right? Gemma was the one I said. Yeah, no, Diana, no, you did. But we're not talking about Kado here, Diana. We're talking about Gemma. But Kado was saying to me I should give her a chance again, and I gave her the chance last night. 12 times I asked her to get coffee.
Shall I go over?
I don't want to speak to him.
Yeah, go on.
Around him. I don't want to be near
Go over and defend.
Paul, have you got your other device that you can do this? Come to in.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second to set it up.
Thank you, darling. It's just 'cause it's louder on yours. Thanks, Vinto.
I'm going to jump down and I'm going to go over to his live and then I'll be back, okay?
All right, babe. I'll see you soon.
Thanks you in a minute. Bye.
Oh, I love our Vinto. She's done amazing with this, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. She can bite her tongue. I can't. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can't even bite my tongue orange. But I promise you, tomorrow we're going to get back to this storyline. But guys, I promise you, there's loads to this yet. However, I'm just so grateful that you've listened to the headline, should we call it, this evening. And tomorrow I'm going to go fully into depth about it.
Listen, all that stuff that his ex told me about, the RAPE, right? Touching the daughters, yeah? By the way, his own daughter, his own blood daughter, yeah? The oldest one will not speak to him and will have nothing to do with him. She even moved at the area to get away from him, yeah? She has nothing. She cut him off dead, cold.
Jesus.
Right? She cut him off cold, the oldest daughter, for the same allegations.
I'll be back in a minute, Paul. I'm just going to the loo.
No worries.
So has he ever been convicted of any of it?
No. Not that I know of.
No.
And the ex-partner didn't tell me there was any conviction. But she told me, I don't know if you heard it, Mum, what she actually said was, and Mordy's in the thing, and so is Vimto. This is the truth of the matter. The ex said that while she was paralysed after jumping over the bridge, yeah, and crashing to the bottom, she was paralysed, yeah, and they had her on these machines in the hospital. He interfered with her sexually.
Oh my God.
That's what she said, and she couldn't push him off. She couldn't say stop. She couldn't say nothing, right? When she said to him, yeah, right, or having a good feel, right, that was her words, by the way, right? He threw the blanket over her head and grabbed his daughter, her 2-year-old daughter, who was in the room, and left, yeah, and left that woman with a hospital blanket over her face and head, where she couldn't see, couldn't speak, couldn't move to take it down, couldn't call for help, nothing. She lay like that for hours until somebody found her. She doesn't know exactly how long she was like that, because she don't know when the nurses came in. You know, she had no concept of time, but it felt like an eternity, she said. And that's what Coffee Cup did to her.
Still, I've come out of that because I'll be able to clear something up for you.
Yeah.
You know, when Kado was in your box just,
yeah,
I rung Doy to tell him, because, you know, the other day when I said to you, I know you thought I was being a bitch, but I weren't. When I said to you, like, Doy said she don't want Kado in the lows when it's kicking off and stuff. And so I rung her to say, like, Kado was in your box again. And that's why, like, she's coming. And, you know, when Cardell come in last night and I told her, like I said to him, you sent her out.
I did, yeah. I did.
Do you know what I mean? Like I told her that you sent her out. And she was saying about you said something about Di being drunk. Said something on the Saturday night. I can't remember anyway.
I
And
said,
Cardell,
oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
and Cardell come in and she was like, my mum don't drink, and then she got in the box like and she was being shit, and I said to her like so I just told her like that we sent her out last night because like it wasn't fair for us being in the middle and you sent Mark with it, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true. So what I said was I was talking about the time that you were very giddy, Maudie. And I was talking about the time when me and you were taking the pee out of Angie when she was on her first date. Yeah, and we were talking about women's lingeries and we were all giddy. I said maybe she had a drink or something or drunk, I don't know. I said, but she nearly let the cat out of the bag. Right, and I said, and we had to talk about women's underwear, and the pervert sat on the phone, listening to us, and carried on in that live when we were talking about women's things, you know. I thought when, you know, any ordinary man would have said, listen, you talking about women's things, I'm off. You know, I'm out of here. Right? I said, but it's, yeah, because Angie had a date. She went to see the owls. That's me on Coca-Cola. Look, Maudie said that's me on Coca-Cola. It was a laugh. We had a laugh that day. Hey, get.
Why don't you let Fraser off?
I don't like him. No, I don't like him. I can't stand his voice. I don't like him.
Oh, right. I'm just saying he's just asked if he could ask something.
Oh, I know. Well, he's got the chat if he wants to ask. He knows damn well he keeps on coming up like a little baby. Anyway.
I mean, I think he's all right. But,
well, some people we like, some people we don't. But, as you know, Vimto...
It is a bit rude. Yeah, I must admit.
Yeah. As you know, Vimto, I asked him 12 times to get him off that call last night. I want nothing to do with him. And they're saying, no, it's just because Vimto sent you that stuff. I said, no. There's other things that have been happening in the background. And Maudie will fucking back me up on it as well. The slyness, the sneakiness, you know, of him, right? Grassing up Durham all the time. Oh, Durham's borrowing money off me again. We don't need to know that.
It ain't just you, it was Slaughter. Look at when Durham asked me to go and record that phone call because he didn't trust him either.
Yep. And all the little innuendos to fucking Ange all the time. Oh, come to the holiday. I paid a lot of money for that caravan. Then he tells me I can't come because his two nieces are coming, and that was a lie as well.
Yeah, it were. You know, and that's why I've come over here because you know
he wanted to get Ange on his own. Isn't that right, Maudie? He's always wanted Ange on his own. He's a sneaky, dirty old man.
Has he spoke to you today? Has he tried to come in your life or anything?
Has he, bugger? He's not come anywhere near me, let me tell you. He has kept well away.
You spoke to Durham?
No. But I don't think he's sobered up. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he had to go and have a drink then because of Queen's Live. Idiot.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I just give him to come in again, you know, and tell everybody and show the messages so they can show everybody I'm lying.
I tried to say to the girls last night, I said, he was on screen share, and I said to him, go down, you know, pull the screen down. He went down the messages instead of fucking pulling the screen down so that the ones at the top would come up. So I said, go back to 999, right? Yeah. I said, now go up. No, he wouldn't dare. He went, he said there's messages about other people up there. I said, don't fucking lie. Right? Because I've seen the messages. I know what's up above there. My name.
Yeah, it is. At the end of the day, right, I've sent you the screen recording of his messages top to bottom. I slowed it down so you could pause it to read it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And if he thinks I'm not, why don't you just send that screen recording to the girls?
I did send it to them.
There you go then.
But
So
because it says Coggy, right, cup. They're saying, "Oh, look, it's a fake." He says it's a fake. I believe him. I said it ain't a fake.
Send them, yeah, send them. You know the screenshot I sent you last night of his phone number attached to that name that's spelt wrong.
There you go, then. That's proof.
I mean, let's be serious here, right? Let's be serious for a minute, everybody. Yeah, right. We all know that Durham's name's Lee. Yeah, right. Or we know him as Durham Justice. Yeah. Vimto, when the messages I sent you, what name have I got him under on my contacts?
I can't remember.
Have a quick look. I mean, it's like Fraser. If I had his number, he would be Simply Simon. I would change the name to Simply Simon, so I know it's him that's fucking calling me and not like a Simply Fraser.
Oh dear,
nice
justice for Fraser.
Is that rude enough for you, Simon?
Oh, you are fucking rude, Stan.
Simon says, say my name properly.
I think he likes all that, That's why he comes in here.
Oh, I feel sorry for the poor geezer.
Me too.
I think he comes in for the put down, I think it gives him the kicks.
I'm still bloody blocked on every account.
But honestly,
I tell you, he's in front of him. I think he'd kick you.
He wouldn't. He's not got the balls to.
Once one where you've sent me a screenshot with his name attached to it, you just have to tell me.
What, have I not sent it to you?
No.
Vicky. He's done on my contacts as Vicky.
All right.
Thanks, Matt.
Right, because he once dressed up in drag and wanted to be called Vicky.
Sticky Vicky.
And so I've got him done in my contacts as Vicky, but also his partner's name's Vicky as well. By the way, just thought I'd throw that in.
Wow.
And I think the picture of him in drag was before he met that Vicky.
Still.
Yeah.
Did Paul send you the screenshots last night of what between him and Coffee?
I think he did, yeah.
Well, can you unblock him and let him in? Because, he's got, he ain't got...
Listen, his normal account is unblocked. He can come in on his normal account. His main account. It's unblocked. He was here a minute ago. He came in a minute ago.
Okay. Oh, because I just think, he's involved in this stuff with Coffee and Durham and that as well.
I know.
So he should be able to come into your life and have his say as well, because, do you know what I mean? It's only fair.
Well, yeah, his main account was line open, as yours was.
Right, okay.
Let me just make sure.
Oh, poor Fraser, you've...
Oh, he's gone. Why is he bloody gone? I bet he's gone over there. 1 minute. We've got this, guys. Don't worry, we've got this. Oh, he's back. Oh, Paul, I can't get you up. I need freaking Vimto to do it. Oh, what's going on? Let me see who I've got here. Need to wait for Vimto to come back to allow you back in the box, babe. Go in his box, and I'll watch you call it. Show everyone.
And men don't know nothing about the truth. Isn't that right, Mum?
Yeah, so go on then, Fraser. So you put, I don't misjudge you, I speak the truth. Well, so what's the truth about Stell then, Fraser?
Oh, he doesn't like me, Mum. I know he doesn't like me. He's got all these awful things to say about me.
You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? So,
yeah, well, yeah. Well, I heard how he thinks about me, so why should I bother entertaining him?
And you do react straight away, don't you? So
I do. That is true. That is true, Mum. Mum's telling no lies, as Modi would say the same.
He's a pain in the backside.
There you go. See, Modi tells the same story. She will tell the truth as well.
Oh, fucking hell.
And there's a few men that would probably tell you I'm a pain in the backside as well.
Yeah, go on, Paul. Go and tell him he's a pain in the backside.
No, don't talk about that. Oh no, can't talk about that on TikTok, sissy.
Well, I think Duffy should be gone in now.
Right, Paul. So Paul's in.
Are you still friends with Jodie?
Yeah, me and Jodie are alright.
Okay.
It's a little blip. Right, you two, come. We're going in here. Oh, it keeps on calling me down the road. That's where I wanna be.
Then I'll be back in a minute.
Every stop I'm making new friends. What? Listen, I was thinking. Paul could just come in the room.
Oh, he's in the room, guys.
That's what he thought us in the message. So I'm going to go over and go tell him don't keep him blocked and that now.
Yeah, he's just come in the room.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come up. He's not requested yet. He's not requested yet either. Do you know what I mean? Oh, he may have done now.
So have you blocked Coffee Cup and Durham and them?
No, I'm still for them to come in and tell the lights.
It seems weird being back in here. It seems very weird being back in this box. Oh dear.
Make the most of it because you'll never be in my box. I know that he was ever in there in the first place, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, let's clear that.
Thank you. Yeah, clear that one up. Yeah, he's never been in my box.
No, I've been in Frasier's.
Oh, yeah.
Was that in a car park by any chance?
Yes. Yes.
Was that in his old Vauxhall?
No, it was a Fiesta.
Oh, bloody. Where the hell did you two fit in a Fiesta?
Well, there's a wheel, there's a way.
Well, still, you can fit in a smart car.
Yeah, but a smart car is a lot bigger than a Fiesta, let me tell you.
No,
Inside, anyway.
Yes,
Inside.
no, you're right. Oh, she's got on pause now. She just called me and now she's on pause.
Who?
Vinto.
Oh, she said, right, that you should have your say on the Coffee Cup and Durham business.
Yeah, because...
Oh, right. He did spend, any time he phoned, he spent that completely slagging you off for a start. Second of all, it wasn't just one phone call wasn't good enough. He constantly wanted to ring and I had to make excuses and say, oh, I can't at the moment, I'm doing this or doing that, because it was all the time. And then he was like, first thing in the morning, I'd get a text, like, which I've sent you anyway, I think, saying, I want to ask you something, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I replied and said, oh, I can't at the moment, I'm busy, I'm doing something or whatever. So I don't know what he wanted to ask me, but he was a very sly one. And it was him, actually.
Give me 2 minutes, I'll be back.
Don't leave me on my own.
Okay. I'm just going to send him
Oh, dear. I'm not even supposed to be doing boxes. I'm supposed to be not here on the app.
Anyway, you've got Fraser to protect you.
Oh, yeah, Fraser will protect
Still to protect Paul.
Why don't you like him so badly, Fraser? You really can't stand him, can you?
But this is what I don't get. He's in my box.
Oh, I can't see him.
I mean, in my chat.
Oh, Fraser's all right, you know. He's all right. He's very fair.
Oh, I've never found him fair. All right. And I won't be finding you two very fair in a minute. Be quiet.
Oh, dear.
Thanks,
Durham
Kat.
Justice, I can't really say much about him because, to be honest, I mean, the last phone call I was in with him and everyone else, he was slagging you off. But apart from that, I've not really had much chats with him, to be honest.
Still, can you let Fraser in, please?
No, I don't want him in here. I don't like him.
Yeah, but I need him to sit with Paul while Paul tells you because I need to get back out to Queen.
What have I got to say then, though? I don't know what else you want me to say, though.
No, just like you have about him harassing you and that, and then.
What I do want to know is, did he really have people outside mine and yours house, Steph?
Oh, it's all fantasy, isn't it?
I thought that because I was thinking, well, I ain't seen nothing going on. Bloody cheat. Oh, she's run off and left me. Okay.
It's all fantasy. Oh, I'm part of the dark knight society. I can do this and I can do that. You can't even make your own ass. Fancy half the time you can't even leave.
Listen, anyone who's really some kind of
Oh, thank you guys. Vinto, I can't get anyone in the boxes, babe. I'm so glad you come back over.
Just look at all the masks and stuff and the role play he likes to do.
Oh, Jesus. Listen, Paul, you can tell them that. Listen, it freaks me out, and then go and tell them.
It does freak me out. I'm not going to lie, it freaks me out when I see him that time.
He's got all these different masks and dresses up as old ladies, old men. Like, you know. Like, yeah, but like.
I know people do what they want. Oh, no.
And he says that he dresses up this old man, and he can sit right beside
Ooh, who's let me in?
I did eventually.
Oh, thank you.
But it keeps coming up error. Please try again, and I have to keep tapping it, but my screen keeps crashing.
Oh God, sorry, Matt.
What's going on?
He won't let Fraser in the box. I don't know why. And then I said to Paul, like, because Paul messaged me and asked me to ask him why he was still blocked. So I asked him. And then I said about Paul coming out, and then he was there. Then 2 minutes later, so I've come out because I didn't want to be there. Do you know what I mean?
I'll share the live to him because
He's a right cheeky twat.
I wonder if he ever bought the other masks.
He is. I mean, Paul should quiz him on that stuff with Jem now.
It's Mr. Bean, dear. Oh, dear. Hello, everyone. I think it was the best buy ever, I'm not going to lie.
Did you get the other? Did you get the other ones?
No, I didn't. To get a custom one. I thought that would be hilarious.
What does he look like?
Oh, God. I can't think of anything with it.
Yeah, it does look like Mr. Bean, though.
Yeah, they had loads of different ones, and for £2, I'm like, no, I've got to get it. But anyway, that's enough laugh.
That's funny, you know. But what coffee cups?
Yeah, but not like coffee cup. Oh no, here's a real, isn't they? They're like real.
Yeah, they look like real people.
Penny's off his head.
Yeah, no, I don't even think I'd want to know what he gets up to with that. I'm sorry, it's just weird.
Shall I click on and see how he reacts?
Really important news.
Yeah, do it.
People telling me what to do in my own lives.
Oh my God, I bet you're in the invite chat. I bet you he does.
Sanctimonious brat.
See, I'd be thinking that's Queen. It's not, is it?
Yeah, he's never got anything nice to say to me, so why am I going to let somebody in my box who's just going to sit there slagging me off on it? Are you mad? I get enough of that with Coffee Cup, Durham and bloody Gemma.
Have any of them tried to
He's had enough for me as well.
No.
What, babe?
But I think
He's had enough for me requesting him as well. Remember last week when he was like, and I'm sick of her, that Vimto.
Because if he had been innocent,
Kes, we let Fraser up.
I know that he went to the police, but he gave me a different story.
You see, it's not giving me a thing. It's letting me accept him, but it's not giving me the notification to say.
I'm so fucking lost, right? This guy sat on information about Coffee Cup and everyone else, right? And then doesn't want to talk to him. What the fuck is going on?
Exactly, Fraser. This is what we're saying now, and this is what I'm talking about. Like the guy discredited me and my work and Vimto's work and everybody else's say about Coffee Cup, Gemma. Now he's fell out. He's now using that blackmail tactic that he's been using for months on people. He's now using it against them, and because they've not done obviously what he wanted, he's now turned on them because that's what happens. So now. The other night, I was lying, remember, about Coffee Cup. I was lying about Gemma. Well, now it's been confirmed in the last 48 hours that I was telling the truth. I mean, what a massive turnaround.
But I still don't see, and this is maybe me being stupid.
I know what you're saying because I've just had that conversation with everyone. Why is people sitting on the app in general, not just this clown, you know, the likes of Wendy? Let's not forget about it. A lot of people have sat there and knew about Wendy and watched her befriend women with their children on the screen on TikTok, but now all of a sudden people 2 years on want to make a big deal after she's built a platform. And this is where people sometimes get lost, and I understand that. However, I warned everyone what this creature's tactics was last week. He doesn't care that the perpetrators. He's using them as to score points, to victimise people because he's not getting what he wants. Simple as that. So trust me, Fraser, we've already had this chat tonight, and believe me, I'm all over it.
Because I'm just, well, my concern is the fact that he's sitting there saying this, yet he sat on information that would convict somebody. Why would he even then sit there and admit that he knew this and didn't do nothing with it?
They're exactly a bit like Rangi and Neo Anderson.
But how comes he's now talking to you guys? What does he do?
No, he's not talking to me.
No. Fraser, no, that's not what's happened. What happened was yesterday morning, I'd had enough because Coffee and that were saying that he'd been attacked because of what about us saying about him being arrested for gripe and that. Now I hate messaging. I'd rather not speak to you if I've got to start texting. And I'll text to tell something. And then I just said to him, I said, look, can I talk? Can we have a call? I said, and you record it, and I'm going to record it. I said, because I don't know fucking sneaky lies and bullshit. But it was just to be able to sort out the stuff with Durham and Coffee. That was it. There's no friends. There's nothing like that.
Just Fraser, when you've got to understand, yeah. Let me make this clear, because what I have noticed of a lot of people on here, they're all right getting their own names cleared, aren't they? You said this about such a person, and you said that. Well, Fraser, I'm not TikTok famous, and nor do I want to be TikTok famous, right? But I enjoy doing what I do online.
Yeah, I understand that.
No, but listen, hang on. This man not only degraded me, but he degraded my mother.
I know that.
I'm not rolling over. I would never, ever again bow down to this piece of shit. And believe me, he's thought about, oh, well, Queenie speak to me. No, I won't. However, what I do want to be cleared up on here is everything that him and them toxic little bitches said 2 nights ago, everything that I were lying and all the shit that they said about me, no one's going to come on here and discredit my work when I was the one who delivered that article about Gemma Bloomer. He's now confirmed he's looked at the passport. And what did the last name come up as, Kez?
Ford.
Stafford. She covered most of the information up and wouldn't show him. So he sat there, once again, with that information, blackmailing her now because he knew what he had against her. And now tonight they've had a fallout, and clearly he's gone and done the shit to her like he's done now with Coffee Cup. But you're right. He sat there and knew these people and befriended them. It's only when nothing goes his way, he wants to let it all out the bag. And this is why I'm saying he's a very dangerous person.
Yeah, 100%. I totally, I knew it was going to go this route. But what does he think he's going to gain from doing what he's done?
Entertainment. He's building content every few weeks by doing this. So next week now he'll fall out with Jodie all week. Then a week after he'll make friends with her again. It's all about entertainment and keeping the viewers happy because they want to see entertainment.
But he has 16 fucking people in there. It's not even fucking entertainment.
Trust me. You know, I can't wait. I'm glad this has happened now, right? And tomorrow I'm going to sit back here in my little place and speak about the big headlines that I've got to read out tomorrow. I've got lots to go through and I'm not going to be speaking about these. Tonight is the last time, but I'm just glad now my name's been cleared up. No one will ever call me a fucking liar, especially when I sit here now and I put so much work into what I do. These creatures will never ever discredit me. The fact is, I'm trying to tell you lot and women on here, don't let this person befriend you because this is how it operates.
I know what he's like, and if he won't let me up there because he knows everything I've said has always been truthful, and he shuts his bullshit down. That's why he won't let me up.
Trust, I know that.
On a more important note, how's your son?
All right, thank you, Fraser. Do you know what? He's a little soldier. He's healing up nicely. He's been seeing his district nurses that come out and just change his little dressings. But other than that, he's doing great. And we've got to wait now 3 weeks now for the results to come through. So in the meantime, it's a waiting game. But on the 8th of this month, we've also got the neurologist, which is next week. That's for the tumour on the base of his skull. And hopefully we should have the date of his operation. So I'll be glad if I'm honest to get that out of the way with.
Yeah,
but other than that, do you know what? He's been doing amazing. Tomorrow I've got his social worker coming because obviously he's got vulnerabilities himself and he's been homeschooled. So he has like one of them SEND social work, not like a safeguarding social worker. It's like from the SEND department.
I know exactly what they are, yeah.
Yeah, so they're coming out tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to discuss moving forward about more home tutoring for him in the meantime. So other than that, we've just been cracking on and that's all we can do, mate. We've got a house full of animals as well, so every single day it's mayhem. So he gets distracted quite a lot, if I'm honest with you, with what goes on behind closed doors.
Bless you.
It's like a fucking zoo in this house. But no, thank you for asking, Fraser. He's doing amazing. I appreciate that.
That's all right. Listen, I'll take everything on board and, you know, your son's more important than that fucking weirdo. I'd rather have a conversation to know that you guys are all right than fucking worry about him.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, he's doing great. And do you know what? I've appreciated the calls about. Obviously, through the day, I'm just unavailable as it is. Like, all I've done is spend my time at the hospitals. But come the evenings, that time is my time. And I did find it a bit insulting when that fucking justice was like, she needs to go and take care of a kid. Having a 16-year-old who's poorly doesn't mean I cannot sit here in the evening and simply speak to people. I think it just gets a little bit annoying when people think they can come on here and dictate that they know my life. And I just don't share too much of it because it would be very hypocritical of me to sit here and say, oh yeah, I'm going to share every part of my life, but I'm telling everyone on here not to let you guys
out. Agree. Totally agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I do have a restraining order as well in place, and that's why else I do tell others, if you're going through the same thing, do not say too much, whether it's your child's birthday, always try and wait till after your child's birthday, a few weeks later, to, you know, put up anything. That's just how I advise people anyway, because trust me, we've also been in the dark side of the internet, and even now with Neo Anderson, this little creature here, Vimto, can you just tell everyone what happened with Mr. Anderson's hard drive?
Oh, Paul's waiting in the waiting room.
Oh, is he waiting? 1 second.
Oh, yeah, he's coming in now.
Oh my God, Vimto, you need to be sacked. I've been down there ages waiting.
He's bringing up a notification.
I even WhatsApped you and said box, and you went, what do you mean?
Paul, you've never moaned in your life from being down there in ages.
Sorry.
Can someone explain about Mr. Anderson's hard drive quickly for me?
Yeah, hold to that. When I was speaking to Stel, he also told me that Leo Anderson, the reason they can't find his hard drive that the police are looking for is because he's got a G drive on there of all the images and videos that they've made of Shell. So what he does is he gets the hard drive out of a hiding place, he puts it in his computer, sends the link to people, and then hides the hard drive again.
Thanks, Jess.
I'll tell you what, Stell is playing a very dangerous game.
Told you was though, didn't I? And didn't I tell you I was all telling the truth? Now they've had a fallout. He's now all of a sudden confirmed. I was right. But once again, this is what people do when they want to control situations. And with Jem and Coffee Cup and Durham, he's clearly had that form of control over him. But the fact is, he's cleared my name now. The last 48 hours, it's been confirmed. I never lied about Coffee Cup. And I certainly never lied about Gemma.
Well, Queen, I for one think this has been a very, very successful live, darling, on all fronts.
Exactly, Jess. It is wild, darling. If you want to come up, you can do, you know.
Let's be realistic about it, right? He's now got nowhere to run.
No, he's not running to Jodie either, because even that bitch can't keep up with me. Let me tell you.
And all he's going to do is sit there and try and spout his nonsense. And as soon as it comes back up again, all you've got to do is send him or send the people these lives, and they'll see what he's done.
Exactly. I'm gobsmacked. I can't believe everything in the last 48 hours. I said last week we're going to watch them unfold, right? Now, oh, piss off. Right, let's go off him for a minute because I want to show you something now. I hope to God justice.
I've got to be up at 5.
All right, Fraser. Well, good night.
Oh,
God
okay,
bless. Thanks for coming in.
Will you piss off, Paul.
Good night, Simple Side.
Oh, you can all piss off. Night, guys.
Good night. God bless, mate. See you later.
By the way, Simple Simon. Simon says go to bed.
So, everyone, I'm sorry about the volume on my phone because my speakers ran out of battery and the whole lot, but tomorrow everything will be charged up because tomorrow night we're focusing on this Queen and King fucking Kabbalah situation and Rangi, right? But I'm just so glad tonight has happened. I like the random nights because they always turn out to be the best nights going, and tonight I'm going to sleep like a baby. Do you know why? Because you see that hard work, before my panel come involved, I started this journey solo and I did. And I took so much shit on the chin and it was so hard for me to trust anyone. And then Vimto come along, Penny come along, Nat come along, now Paul's come along. I have got a good little community behind me. And I've got Jess, she's here as well. So big up to Jess. Like, the people who really invested into listening to me and everything and looking into my work, I really do fucking appreciate every single one of you, and I'm grateful.
Well, let's be honest, Michelle, I'm more of your tech guy, aren't I?
Exactly. That's it. You're the producer. But no, I really am grateful because we have nothing but pure loyalty in this group. If something happens, if someone says something, we're all in the group chat straight away. We don't do none of that. Let's go behind each other's backs. No, we don't. I mean, last night that tried to be done a little bit, and even Vimto straight away sent Paul over a message where he can clearly see, no, we're Paul's friend. Don't fuck with Paul because you're fucking with us. Simple as that. And that is what real friends... darling. You're welcome, my sweetheart. And that is what real friends do. Just like when people fuck with Vimto, you are now fucking with me, right? However, Jodie and Gemma...
I would defend both of you. Well, all of us in our group are defend.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, bless you. Well, Jodie and Gemma, however, they hated each other a few weeks ago. And I remember Justice setting up that, you know, them profiles and them pictures up of her baby Belle, calling him a PDF. It circulated and then it spiraled out of control. And once again, she was told to stop it, but she didn't. She started going into groups of people, disrupting friendship groups, coming out with lies. Oh, everything was always about her. Then she's sticking up for all these wrong'uns, and I'm just like, what is going on with this woman? Now, I feel a bit sorry for Jodie in one way, I do, because I just see her as a lonely, bitter gobshite. At first, I thought, do you know what? I genuinely do feel sorry for her. But now, after the way she's treated other people and myself, never could I sit down, and she keeps referring to, no, I don't want to be your friend. When have I ever asked you to be my friend, Jodie? I don't want a friend like you when I have got amazing grown-ass adult friends over here, yeah? And I told you the other night, I don't want your viewers, because your viewers obviously love and enjoy watching bullies and wrong'uns. Well, I don't want viewers like that. I want viewers that genuinely care. So, anyway, Jodie, you didn't like Gemby, did you, the other week? What was it? Yeah, and you little crackhead this and crackhead that. Do you remember that, Jodie? Hey, or am I on something now and I'm just tripping it all, because I'm sure I've got some evidence right in front of me. And you, Gemby, didn't you threaten Jodie with the police and stick up for Baby Bell? And what did you say? Yeah, I'm going to ring the police on you. Yeah. And then you think you can come for me. And now you've teamed up with her. Changing your little profile pictures, trying to copy me, Vimto and Paul. Like, come on, get a fucking grip. Who are you? And where the fuck have you dropped from?
Do you remember that Big Brother contestant, Nikki something?
Yes.
Whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Who is
Bang
she?
on.
Who
Yeah.
is she?
Who is she? And where the fuck has she come from? Anyway, my point is with this bitch, yeah, Gemby has been pushing it for weeks and weeks. That's it, Nikki Graham. So Gemby's been saying, I'm going to the police on Michelle, I've gone to the police, I've reported her. But then she's also been sat there slagging us all off. Then, as soon as Jodie comes in, yeah, well, we're coming for you, Michelle. Are you? That's funny, because I was round the corner from you yesterday. And I really, really wanted to just go, knock, knock. But then you're the type of woman to go, officer, she's attacking me. And I'd probably just be stood there live streaming. You're making you look even more stupid. However, that's the sort of woman you are, because you tried to get Paul, didn't you, set up. What did you want Paul to do? Get arrested so you could get compensation. More fill
She'd
you.
be lucky. She'd have to wait for me to earn it on the streets first, love.
Well said. So, anyway, I'm going to play something now. 1 minute. This was last night. Was it last night or the night before when we did a live and he was cam-2ing us? Well, this was the aftermath. Yeah, that's it. This was the aftermath of basically my life. Just listen to how fuming Gemby was and listen to how cushy she is with Jodie, and then just keep watching.
And you know what? We're all doing it together. So we're going to make sure, Michelle.
Who's in the wrong? Because it's definitely not me.
No. But you know what? We're going to make damn sure.
A
lot of yous
can't get out of
never
bed.
do this to anybody else ever again.
Yeah.
And where she's been spitting my name and everything.
No, bitch. You've been
I think I've
spitting
stayed very quiet over the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really been on.
No. None of us really have, have we?
I've been on for a little while just to
It
defend
must have been a fucking hologram. I didn't see it.
This is that she's showing because it's not very long at all. So she can't turn around and say all day or anything like that, because maybe that probably wasn't even 20 minutes.
So, even 10, 15 minutes.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like.
And 99% of the time you are awake muted or you've left the box.
So I don't mean to be rude or nothing. You can see that I'm really not there, and I'm
yeah, we know that.
Jesus. I'm
Jesus.
not online.
And she realised we don't come on mostly in the day anyway.
I have a life. During the times that she's been doing this, I've been going to kids' parties, I've been going out, I've been going swimming, I've been doing other things, I've been doing housework, I've been doing cooking things.
You've been living in the summer what you needed to do.
Do you know what I mean? We've all been doing things. I haven't been sat there screaming the whole time about her.
Excuse me.
Unfortunately, I wasn't going to let her take over my whole summer or TikTok in that meaning of the word, take over my whole summer. It just wasn't happening.
She's intimidated by you. That's what it is. She wants
I don't
to be
even care about her intimidation. Do you know what? I don't care about nothing about her because she ain't nothing.
Maybe it's because you didn't want to be friends with her.
I don't want to be friends with somebody like that. How?
I never asked you to be your fucking Sasquatch looking donut.
You know when everything the way that everything is. You know when I smell a rat.
Yeah.
I always smell a rat.
I can smell sausage
When I don't like
rolls.
something,
Pot
I don't like the
noodles,
smell of it. You know the saying, innit? If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. It probably is a duck. Okay, so a bit like that. So no, thank you very much. And I'm entitled to make my own decisions about people I want to be around.
What
Same as when people
predators?
tried to force me to be around that Wendy and tried to force me to apologize. Sorry, mate. I don't like what I'm seeing around there.
Do you know what?
But that isn't my shit. That's their shit. Do you know what I mean? So I'm entitled to my opinion. And if I don't want to be friends with people like that and say other people do, again, that's their prerogative. But my prerogative is my prerogative. And I will stick to my prerogative.
But we cannot control. And we always say
this.
We cannot.
Some people have heavier morals than others. I obviously have heavy morals and I stick by mine. I don't bend mine for nothing.
Oh, she does. You'll see that in a minute. She does.
Exactly, but she's got to understand, right? Telling people you can't go in this live, don't go in this, don't do it. It's TikTok. People are going to go in lives. People are going to do that. They shouldn't have to decide on whose live they can be in and which team they have to be on.
It's bullying.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, people are going to like each other, hate each other. 1 minute, like on life, we've all got different opinions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be real. We could like each other this week, next week. We could sit there. We could have a debate about something, have total different opinions, and we could have a fallout over that because we got different opinions.
Yeah. Well, that's just life. That's what you do, and it's not the end of the world.
Have fun for me, Durham. That's just TikTok, and that's just the way it is, isn't it? We got to flow with the ups and downs as we go with the ups and downs. But there's certain things
you just don't
when you see certain things as well that you don't flow with, and you're entitled to choose that at the same time.
Yeah. Her sitting there saying, "I've done this and I've done that."
You have. You scruffy
You're
swat.
not that smart, are you, love, really? When
the bit where she's messed up and the bit that I hate the most, right, is 1 minute she wants to go around calling everyone preds, and especially like people like me, you, and whatever else, yeah? We're all preds, but you've been sat there with one.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
Apparently I've been sat with Wendy.
You can definitely not do that, especially after you've been sat there with one and it came out that other people have said it, and it's came out way before that when her own family have said it. And she is aware.
She's choosing to ignore it, so she says, "I didn't know." Unfortunately, you did, because we also seen you in the live.
So I am going to ask that question because you called me one love.
And me.
Exactly.
There's only one thing wrong with what they're saying. Wendy hasn't been outed as a paedophile. There's been no proof shown on the app. She was outed for still talking with Curtis and lying about it.
And now this one is in love with Curtis and has brought him back to the app. And that one, well, trust me, stay tuned and you'll see. She's part of the Rangi crew. You see, these two bitches can come together and preach all they want. But believe me, they won't be friends for long.
My name's Justice, mate, on this app, okay?
Oh,
don't you think you get to call me something like that? And then me not be that, and then you be seen hanging around with that? Don't you freaking dare.
Did you see how many times she said justice, though?
Exactly. And you know what? That's the bit that grinds my goat, yeah? is you want to throw out this label, calling everybody else it. You're sat there, I love you. Throwing it a gift. You're the best, you are. Laughing along with everything they were doing, everything's out, supporting it, promoting it. Like, do you know what I mean? How can you do that? How can you say everything that you say after doing that?
You can't sit there and say she didn't know.
She did know. She said that she had done a deep dive and it came up clear. She had seen the DBS and it was clear. She could categorically say that he was innocent.
Yeah. But instead, she said she did this deep dive on her and nothing came back. That's a bit funny when the deep dive, what has been done on her, something did come back. And you should have spotted it straight away.
The information was coming out through family members.
Yeah.
And there was receipts. There was her mother. There was her sister.
Not receipts.
There was her son.
You know what would have done it?
That is called hearsay until they show evidence.
Well, I'm going to play this one now.
People's names are being brought into it. And Joe, Mrs. names should never be brought into anything. And it's simple as that.
Do you know what makes me laugh? They sit there and they say, oh, Stell brought somebody into it. Stell brought somebody into it. And they do it themselves. They bring people into it themselves. Yeah. But it's all right for them to do it, but it's not all right for me to do it. Where's the justice in that? Justice, Jodie. Justice is supposed to be a two-way street.
What does that mean? Oh, I know who it is. Richard.
Who wants to come up and answer, Jess?
At the end of the day, people's names are being brought into it. And Joe, Mrs. names should never be brought into anything. And it's simple as that.
Do you know what makes me laugh? They sit there and they say, oh, Stell brought...
Blocked, because I can't find her. Because I'd like to know why.
Do you know what? Look at the interesting comments, Durham, yeah? You were all witnesses, yeah? Red did this to me, right? One person.
That's all I want. I just want an answer to why.
Now, we all know... Paul, you give me a minute.
Mental health are being affected.
She had a child on her live tonight.
What do you not understand?
So she can't be speaking...
About talking their lives.
They don't at any point,
and they are one.
Right? And
right to bring it up. That's all I want.
You knew that.
I'm really not.
Oh, just making his phone. Sorry, guys. Where is most of my flipping files gone tonight?
They'll be there somewhere, love.
You was actually talking about what happened in Red's live when I came in.
Well, I wasn't actually, just Durham was.
Well, whoever it was, that was when I came in, that was the subject still. That was all. And straight away, all I said was, still, when is this all going to end? And I just got muted for the entire live. How dare you do that? That's wrong.
Tell him again, Paul. Tell him again.
When they shut their mouths, yeah? Stop telling lies. At length, when they stop that crap. Well, the two people involved.
Yeah, and I get that still, but do you know what? Sometimes somebody involved, whoever it is going to have to take the high road and be a grown up and say, do you know what?
Well, it's not going to be me.
Well,
guys.
That is a shame.
What, Durham? Right, sorry. Right. What it is, right? My partner has been brought into Red's mouth, right? And I don't appreciate it. Saying that she's mentally ill, she's a psycho, and she's an alcoholic, and I don't appreciate that. She's
simple
not on
as.
the app.
Come at me, Durham.
To be spoken about.
And do you know what, Durham? I personally, I don't know because I don't know your wife's name or anything about you, right? But I agree with you. Nobody's partners, family in general, should be into this. You know, if they're not on the app and not involved.
Paul.
Yes, love.
This live does contain some sensitive triggering information about yourself, which you shared, but it sort of exposes Gemma
Yeah,
for what
no,
she
I'm
said
fine,
to
love.
you.
Listen, I'm an open book. It's fine.
All right, darling. I'd just like to get your permission first, that's all. So, big trigger warning, guys, but I want you to hear how Gem B treated Paul in this live. She's fucking disgusting.
Be kept out of people's
Exactly. But my partner now has been brought into the affray, right? And she's not on the app, and she's been called an alcoholic, a psycho, and she's mentally ill.
Oh, that was off Jodie, by the way.
Shouldn't be said.
And I don't appreciate it.
People's partners, kids, everything should be left off of the table. It's not on.
Exactly. Whatever beef anyone else has got with each other, my partner should never have been brought into that.
No, and I get that. But Durham, all I'm going to say to you is just be careful, because you know you've got Stell and Gem, and they are winding situations up, so they're going to get you dragged into this. So just try and separate yourself a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to drop now. Thank you for giving me the chance to come in your box, and I respect you for it, Durham.
No problem. Now I'm dropping them because you see the manipulation there, Durham. What Paul doesn't understand is that you've been here from the start and you knew what was going on from the start. But you see, smart ass doesn't know that. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks he can come in here. No, she's not coming up.
I've just been muted. Can I just ask him?
No, he is not coming up. All right. Right, because I'm reporting her to the police.
Oh.
I've got her on thing threatening me and saying she's going to put my daughter in and all that. I've got her on there recorded today. So it's best you don't speak to me. Anyway, he doesn't know, Durham, you've been there from the start. All right.
So let me just go on to the next part, guys. 1 minute. See that, though? It's gone to the police on her. It says like that, doesn't it?
I can't find her.
At the end of the day, people's names are being...
1 minute, guys. I'm just trying to locate these flipping videos. It's just because I've got loads of memory that's full. Here we go.
Don't bring them to it. Durham, don't bring them up again. Just talk about what we were going to talk about. I'm fed up talking about this business.
Like I said, Jonathan, Mrs. and their mental health.
I'm not interested in what they've got to say.
Is the main factor tonight, and making sure she knows she has got support around her, and Durham too, because they shouldn't be going through this. She's been through enough trauma, so has Durham, and you know what? They just want a peaceful life. They just want to be left alone, and they just want to make the most.
Right? Justice, it's not your business, Paul. It's not your business. I made a mistake yesterday. I've apologised for my mistake, Paul. Right? It wasn't meant to end at you or anything to do with you. Right? That is the end of it with me and you. This business between me, Red and Claire, has got nothing to do with anybody. Justice just jumps on the bandwagon to be heard because she likes her mouth. Her voice being heard. And I've had enough of her. Right? And Jess, right, get your facts right, yeah? I was cut off that live tonight because I asked a question that was too close to home. Yeah? Far too close to home. I wanted to know why Red had so much trouble, yeah, getting her daughter's passport with her identity, and that's not true. I want to know why she told me she was a registered childminder, yeah, and was
What's it got to do with them?
childminding. Yeah, she's not on the register for that area. But there's a Janet Turner who is on the register a few years back, right? There was other things I wanted to ask her about that she's told lies to me about, and she cut me off when I was getting too near the truth, yeah, because she doesn't want to talk to. She just wants to manipulate her audience into her way of thinking, right? She wants to bring children's photographs in it. Yet she had a child on her live tonight. She had a daughter who's a child on her live tonight.
Her daughter.
Saying things, yeah. Don't forget that, people. Her child was on there tonight, and you all sat back and said nothing. You said absolutely nothing. No, Paul, you're not getting up. Simple as that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, people's names are being brought into it, and your Mrs. name should never be brought into anything.
I've heard that one.
All right. And saying
That horrible
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
and that was the end of it. So why are you doing it now?
So I did actually, yeah. No, have you got a problem with social services?
I haven't got a problem with anyone. No, I haven't. I've never.
So why are you here? Because this live is about social services, not about me.
I just came in to see what was going on, and at the time, you was actually talking about what happened in Red's live when I came in.
Well, I wasn't actually. Just Durham was.
Well, whoever it was, that was when I came in. That was the subject, Stell. That was all. And straight away, all I said was, Stell, when is this all going to end? And I just got muted for the entire live. How dare you do that? That's wrong.
It'll end when they I'll tell you what. It'll end when they shut their mouths, yeah, and stop telling lies. It'll end when they stop their crap.
Well,
the two people involved.
Yeah, and I get that still, but do you know what? Sometimes
Seen this one, darling.
whoever it is going
Is
to
it this
take
one?
the high road and be a grown up and say, do you know
Seen
what?
this one a minute ago.
Well,
Guys.
that is a shame.
Right, sorry. Right. When it
Nobody's partners should, well, family in general should be.
Whatever beef anyone else has got with each other.
You know, you got Stell and Jem, and they are winding situations up, so they're going to get you dragged into this. So just try and separate yourself a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to drop now. Thank you for giving me.
Oh, it's doing my head in this phone tonight. Sorry, guys. Honestly, I've got so much memory in this phone that's just overflowing. Give me a minute. Oh, I think I might have put it in this file. That's why. Let me have a look.
Bless you. You've got screen recordings coming out your ears, ain't you, love?
I fucking have, you know. Do you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to send these over to you because, well, I think it's important I should. Anyway, guys, I can't find that video and I really need to go in a minute. So I'm going to actually post it up on my platform once I've come off here. Definitely. It might take a couple of hours to upload, by the way, because TikTok is putting all my shit in a queue. However, I'm going to show you something now with Jodie again.
Does it mean it's okay?
Right, watch this.
We live in the UK. So just because 16 says it's legal, does it mean it's okay? Let's use a scenario. A 30, 40-year-old man has taken a liking to. Is that okay, really? Does it mean it's okay?
So, what am I pissed off about there? Well, she's now entertaining Green Drip, aka Green Dick, as me and Vimto call him. Well, why is that a trigger? Because Green Dick actually admitted that he was investigated and he's still not allowed to see today his children. Trigger warning, guys.
I've been accused of touching my own kids with basically,
Yeah. He's
Don't say anything else because you're on live TikTok, man.
Basically, own kids with. I'm going. Basically, I've been accused of touching my own kids with basically,
Don't say anything else because you're on live TikTok.
You can shut up and all, Carmel.
So yeah, basically, Mia,
evil bitch.
if you add me, I will add you back.
And you can shut up and all, you big troll.
Will, pass it on to people that.
Do you know what the funny thing is, right? They have said that my ex was in the same room while I was doing this stuff.
I'm going to drop down, love, but congratulations on a good live, okay?
All right, Paul. Good night and God bless, darling.
Good night, darling. I love you all, though. Bye, darling.
Love you. Bye.
Fuck yourselves. Exactly. That's bad shit.
She was allowed to still see them both, even though they said she was in the same fucking room. Yeah, okay.
That's crazy. And how long ago was this meant to have happened? The
5 years ago. 5 years ago, she was meant to be free. She was meant to be free, and she couldn't even talk properly when she was free.
Jesus.
And now she's 7, coming to 8 this month.
Yeah, and he's not even allowed to see him. Once again, Jodie has always got to be there entertaining these wrong-uns. Bit like Neo Anderson, yeah? I'm going to remind everyone, and I'll keep doing this because I know it irritates him, but I'll keep putting the truth out. This is not normal behaviour from grown-ass men that are going out trying to protect women and kids, is it? You listening?
I've just got to point this out. Russell Brand, I've got some very bad videos of that guy. He's not on our side, buddy. Who's that? Out there. Who's that you're talking about? Russell Brand? Russell Brand, yeah. I've got videos of him touching a 12-year-old girl's breast. So he's not one, you know, Sean Atwood after the Daddygate video, you know, because he's got that vulnerable girl who had learning difficulties, dressed with pigtails, calling him daddy and dressed as a bloody toddler. Do you know what I mean? Going down on her knees, shall we say? You know?
I haven't seen that.
Oh, I've got. Well, yeah, it's there. Just look up Daddygate video.
Sounds like
Daddy
a confession,
Diamond.
didn't it? What has he got? See how the rest of that sentence didn't come out? He couldn't spit it out, could he? But no, Jodie thinks it's all right to entertain these people. Then she thinks she can come on here, tell everyone that I've got people targeted, when that's just turned out to be a lie as well, by the way. Everyone, we can confirm Coffee Cup was not attacked, targeted, or approached. He's a liar. However, I want you to watch this Munter. This is the Munter who is not only obsessed with me, but she will not stop trying to discredit my work all the time. And she makes herself look more stupid. But look at what a bully she really is.
But you're all telling the truth. So what's to say that any of you have been groomed and you're not all lying? There you go. None of you have been groomed. Do you know what I mean? But you're all telling the truth. But you're all telling the truth. So what's to say that any of you have been groomed and you're not all lying? There you go. None of you have been groomed. Do you know what I mean? But you're all telling the truth.
Do you know what, Joda? You look like fucking Michelin. All piled up, ready to just tumble to the ground. And it's bitches like you, unfortunately, that always side with these wrong uns. You tried to go on about Maria Clark last night. Why would you do that? Why? What do you want to go on about Maria Clark for? Even she was another one. I went to meet her face to face and she fucking flapped it. Hey, I'd go meet her tomorrow and all. I'm still waiting to see the bitch. Just because she looks like Sasquatch like you, don't think 5'2" me's going to start running away, because I don't operate like that. However, I will show you just what Maria Clark's about. She's a bit like you know, Joda. She told me to get surveillance on Rangi here in his garden, which I've got receipts, which you don't have because you don't have substance, do you either? You're just a shitbag. You're a gob on legs. But do you know what she did? She went to the police station with Rangi when he admitted he shipped a whole load of kids out. Then she went, well, I didn't know nothing about this. Yeah, because she felt like an idiot. And then she went, Queen Bee, come back. Like, no, fuck off. You chose your fucking bed. You can lie in it. Do you know what I mean? Call yourself a pred stinger. Then we expose her for being a racist. Then we expose her for going around and beating up men who were alcoholics and beating confessions out of them, which then cases got kicked out of court. Then she got exposed for letting her own daughter get abused by a stepson. Like, are you for real? Oh, and the whole time Maria Clark was married to a man whose brother has been in prison for essaying babies. If you want the information, we'll put it up. I'll put it up for you so I'll see. So this was a woman who was going around pretending she was the stinger. She still does it now. But the whole time she was married to a man whose brother, was in jail for essaying babies. Sick. But I'm going to show you what Maria Clark's about a little bit here with these snidey messages she tried to do behind Rangi's back. But it backfired, and you know why she turned against me? Because I simply would not hand over anything to do with the victims, and I still stick to that today. So some people can't obtain shit out of me. They'll try it with me, but don't fucking bother because I'm one step ahead. Anyway, listen to this because she tried to beg it for to be best friends, and I didn't want to be Sasquatch's friend. So Jodie, no offense, bitch, but you ain't special either. If I didn't want to be Maria's friend, I don't want to be your friend. Do you know what I mean? You look like Miss Trunchables from steroids, going around with your big macho fucking chest, sticking it out like you're hard, and in reality you're not. You're just a spineless, disgusting creature that is very insecure, and you're jealous. But it's all right because I can get over that part. The part I can't get over is enablers, people that support wrong-uns. So I'm going to let you listen to Maria Clark now, seeing as you wanted to bring Maria Clark, up the other night. You think you know Maria Clark, but I know you don't. But here we go.
I'm also very loyal.
Very loyal. No, you're not, you bitch.
So if I let you in and trust you, it's massive, okay? And I can see I'm a very big believer. People are brought to us for a reason. I'm also very loyal. I keep my circle very small. So if I let you in and trust you, it's massive, okay? And I can see that I just know I'm a good judge of people. There's a reason. So many years now, I've been doing this 9 years. Don't put the face on the face. Okay. Right, so that's why I would like it to go through you. Because if Paul gets on your hands up, and I need you to control him. So it's the corruption, it's the paedophilia, it's everything. Oh my god, I literally hate listening back to my voice. Okay. He's going to give you a better Ellis. Okay. And then he's going to give you, do you want to write these names down?
If you're wondering what this is, guys, this is my log with Maria Clark.
I thought I'd give you a quick call. Basically, do me a favour, don't tell anybody you've got them paperwork.
Oh?
I'm a very big believer.
Did you hear that? Don't tell anybody. We've got them paperworks. She sent me the court documents from the family courts on Rangi. Then she tried to run to the police.
Do me a favour, don't tell anybody you've got them paperwork. He thinks he's fucking rocky big bollocks. I'm going to go through all them recordings in a minute. Okay, I'll just take this still on here. Because talking a year or so ago, and obviously I used to store, I must have about 50 phones. But anyway, it's definitely that phone that I was using, I'm pretty certain, so I'm going to go through it today. I've literally had my house upside down now. I'm very clean and tidy. So I'm thinking, where the fuck is it? Because I don't have mess. So it's not like I've got to complain about him anyway. And the fact that that many people are complaining about him anyway shows something, doesn't it? They shouldn't be complaining. They should be helping people. If you're saying you're there to help people, you can't help one and not the other, unfortunately. People are complaining about him anyway. Told me that social services turned him from a victim to a perpetrator. So he went to the harbour. That's how I remember now, the harbour, because I just did it. He said, and we're just going past the harbour where we live. So he said that they'd send him to the harbour for counselling. And he wasn't aware that the harbour is actually for convicted paedophiles as well. They run courses there for them. So when they was made aware at social services that Rangi attends the harbour, he went mad and got his counsellor to contact the social services and say he attends here as a victim, not a perpetrator, for counselling. I can't understand though why they would send victims of CSA, to the same building that they would send paedophiles to. That's what I can't get my head around. Why would they have a building for convicted sex offenders? Told me that I have encountered no end of false allegations, trolling, to the point where I had to fight to get somebody arrested 2 years ago for making out that I was.
So, on that live now, she's like, oh, the false allegations, but in the voice notes that I've just shared, that's her telling me Rangi attended the harbour. Now remember what Maria Clark is supposed to be? A predator stinger. She come to me and shared the information willingly, thinking, oh, we're going to be best friends. Well, I didn't know Maria Clark had a bit of a dark past. She'd been done for DV. She was even in a relationship with a woman who she become obsessed with and beat up. So I'm thinking, oh, Jesus Christ, I've got a woman now obsessing over me. I didn't know what to think. And then you find out she's married to a convicted predator's brother, but she's going out there chasing predators. Then she got exposed by a man called Bance, absolutely amazing guy. And what she said to him was disgusting. She made up false allegations about Bance to the point Bance got this woman on a Facebook Live to confirm, did he do anything to her? And this lady said, no, it's all been made up by Maria Clark. Then Maria Clark went to the newspaper years ago and claimed that one of the Voice stars had basically fathered her child, and he now owes over 12 grand in child maintenance. You can just see what this woman is about. But the worst part is yet to come. She sets up GoFundMe accounts and asks for hot tubs and things like that in the hope that it's going to be for victims, apparently. Well, it turns out it's for her own personal use. To top it off, she tried to raise funds for Rangi at the start of this year for a new house. He'd been thrown out, but come on here and told everyone he got kicked out because the landlord didn't like him. No, the landlord told him to stay away from children. Now you put your minds to it. And you know what? Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to share that footage because it will be an illegal offence. So I've got to be good. But it will all come out one day. I promise you guys. Like these things that I'm not allowed to show today will be allowed one day. That's why I keep hold of them. That's why no one is getting the information I've got. Fuck that. You wouldn't even know where to start. Anyway, Maria Clark, once again, as I said, sticks up for Rangi. Yet she's supposed to be a predator hunter. Well, let me just share with you, and there's a massive trigger warning now, guys. But I want to show you how bad these parents are that goes running to Rangi all the time. And this is what Justice, aka Choldy, befriends, and Gemby. Yeah, this is the type of people they all befriend and think they can come on in and start slagging others off. I don't think so, not on my watch. This is what Rangi likes to hear. Trigger warning, guys. I do apologise.
Dr. Wrong believed there was potential penetration. You could clearly see with your own eyes inside with 3 and 2-year-old little girls. My daughter told me it was a dad.
See me there reporting it.
Body cam and it's saying it was a dad. I can't get hold of this body cam. It's been covered from, honestly, unless you were in my position, like Debbie's been following my full story, like the full way I've been going through it.
Thank you, Big Papa. I hope you're good, hon. So you just heard that.
Which was ignored. So I sent it to every UK police in like the place where I'm from are ignoring this. And he dealt with my kids. And then I got locked up by working at constabulary for sending indecent images of my own child about like I'd sent it to them, which was ignored. So I sent it to every UK police in like the place where.
So what do you see there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 men, 1 woman. 1 woman discussing the most disgusting graphic stuff to do with her children, and she hits it with that bombshell. Oh, I was done for indecent images of my own kids. Now, I had to stop that live when I was listening to it at some point because I'm just like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? So then for months, I was requesting off Rangi, I want this DBS. Where's your DBS? I asked for an enhanced DBS. Not a basic one because it's like bog roll. Anyway, just listen to this for an excuse, everyone.
Issues where I've had to flee one town to another because I had people come to my home with death threats and things like that. And when I left there, when I went back to claim my home stuff, there was a number of computers and documents, everything was taken. Okay, so now I'm redoing this. Now look, I want to make it clear, I don't need to prove
anything.
Oh, you do.
And I'll tell you why. Because nobody could prove otherwise with the crap that they're talking about. I'm doing it because I want you to understand how sick and sinister people, the level they will go to.
Now in there, guys, Clicko Dick. Like he said, you got the evidence. This is the man who sat on my live and told me he's not known Rangi that long, but he's always there defending him. Well, turns out he works for Dudley Council. Yeah, this guy thought I'd never find out who he was, where he worked. Well, I did. Dudley Council, and I've actually got somewhere on this flipping pile of paper, see if it's not my phone, it's paperwork. Where is it? One minute, guys, I'm just trying to bloody find it. Right, that's it. I can't even find that. I'm getting tired now, frustrated. However, oh, is it this one? Let me have a look. No. So, it's called Manan. Basically, that's, I know it doesn't sound right, that name, does it? Manan. But yeah, he works for Dudley Council and he's a volunteer worker there. I did show you the other night, he's a volunteer worker. What concerns me is why is he working in the council and then snaking around on TikTok with Rangi? Well, it's quite clear they're sharing information, data, and tomorrow night we're going to get more into it because I really have got a lot to cover now with this king and queen, fucking whatever they're called. I'm more interested in what's happened to Aaliyah Johnson, and I really want to cover that story because I want to know how deep this is going and why did Rangi support that couple, make out they're innocent, but yet they've been done for child neglect and the rest of it. So I just joined, follow Maria Clark. I've always liked him. Shocked, only got to the end. Oh, believe me, there's lots more, Nancy. In fact, if you tune in on Saturday night, we're going to be doing a full-on cover of Maria Clark. And believe me, you're going to be even more shocked. There's a lot on that woman, to the point she even sat with a predator and told a predator she felt sorry for him. Out of all the 900 apparently she's caught, she chats through her ass. She also took £4,000 off an individual, claiming that she was going to get these women's kids out of care for the day, take them to this woman's house, and unfortunately this poor woman had paid a few transactions, which have also got the bank statement, so I will be bringing that because once again, true facts, receipts, you can't beat some nationwide statements that actually shows up Maria Clark's name and transactions and what they was for. Maria Clark also told everyone that a child had cancer, so she wanted to raise money for tickets for One Direction or something. Well, she got £500 and blocked the person straight away after the donation. There is a lot more, as I say, to cover around it, and on Saturday I look forward to actually doing that.
The boxes, feel free to get in.
Listen to this. I am going to go in a minute, guys, as well, because I'm knackered, but I will be on tomorrow.
Taken place in an occupied territory where there's children that have been unalived, pregnant women unalived. You know where we're talking about, don't you? So I hope you know where we're talking. We're talking about a beautiful, or used to be a beautiful place called Palestine. Everything that's going on down there is actually what's happening here in the United Kingdom, Wales, Ireland, and Scotland. Apart from...
So you heard that, beautiful Palestine, yeah? Now I'm going to let you listen to this because I'm going to touch on something in a minute.
At that march yesterday, he put a video out before it saying that now would be the time to delete the Irish, that all the migrants, all the immigrants, whoever it is that he has behind him, I actually don't know. But now is the time for them to get rid of us and take over.
They're not getting rid of nobody.
We are going absolutely nowhere.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm coming over, because let me tell you something. The whole world knows the integrity of the Irish people.
We are not known as the fighting Irish or nothing.
That absolutely. And one of the biggest burning things for these people out, these cults, is because they're the biggest supporters of Palestine. You understand? We don't like that. And the thing is, you do the right thing.
Yeah. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. There's no in between. Yeah. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. There's no in between.
Out these cults is because they're the biggest supporters of Palestine. You understand? We don't like that. And the thing is, you do the right thing. To get in the boxes, feel free to get in. Because I do know, especially the similarities. So one of the biggest similarities that you will find, everything that has been taken place in an occupied territory where there's children that have been unalived, pregnant women unalived. You know where we're talking about, don't you? I hope you know where we're talking. We're talking about a beautiful, or used to be a beautiful place called Palestine. Everything that's going on down there is actually what's happening here in the United Kingdom.
Now, the reason why I've just done that to show you the point is because this man has been accusing everyone of being racist. But I've also watched him manipulate other Asian individuals, lovely Asian individuals as well, I must say. Beautiful, beautiful souls. To the point that these people have now sat there and gone, do you know what, Queen? I wish I listened. Well, I don't want you to feel like that. If anything, I'm quite ashamed that someone is basically putting his own culture down the way he does. He's manipulating people. So a few months ago, me and Vimto was put in a position where basically Rangi had rallied up some Asian community in Middlesbrough, certain places, and he tried to spin narratives about Vimto and her husband, right? However, she proudly and bravely got up in boxes and went, no, it didn't happen like that at all, but then Rangi will crumble. And Vimto, she will tell the truth. She'll just say it how it is. She's not bothered. She's got nothing to like hold back. What does she need to hold back for? So basically, it was getting a bit messy now. And I kept saying to everyone, you do know he's working with Tommy Robinson, don't you? No, you don't know what you're talking about, Queenie. Right. Well, how was it? Early hours in the morning, he was sat up with Asian community, right, discussing, you know, how he loves Palestine. But then during the day, he's speaking to Irish individuals, far-right individuals, calling Palestine the total opposite. Now, where is the logic in that? So do you remember when I said the guy's sneaking around? 1 minute he's talking about he's not racist. Next minute he's presenting with racial behaviour. Like, what more do we actually need to point out about him? Do you understand what I'm saying? And we're going to touch on that tomorrow series. I've got so much to go through. And guys, I promise you I've got a big live to deliver to you. So please just stay tuned in. Go on, Vimto, what's been going on?
Nothing. I just said I was out the box and requested to come back in, but it's a joke with them lot.
What do you mean?
The way, like, just the way they've like, oh, you know, you can't speak to, don't trust her, blah, blah, blah. Said it's like they've had like a little disagreement, then they're back on it.
Oh, well, fuck them. Right, I'm going to go because Vimto, you're knackered, I'm knackered, and it's getting too fucking late. But guys, I'll be back on tomorrow, and Vimto, give me 5 minutes, I'll ring you. Vimto.
Yeah?
Give me
Sorry,
5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes and I'll ring you.
Okay, no problem. I'll
All right,
speak
then.
to
I'll
you.
speak to you in a minute.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Right.
Bye.
Right,
Bye.
guys. I'll be on tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll have a late one, but everything's going to be strictly sticking to the King and Queen Kabbalah situation and Rangi. We're not going to be going off tangents, but I am glad that tonight did happen because, well, it's been a bit of an eye-opener, hasn't it, the last 48 hours, I suppose. Good night and God bless, Kat, darling. So yeah, I just want to say a massive big up to everyone who's listened tonight and thank you. But I promise you, we're yet to have this massive live. It's just unfortunate, but fortunate tonight happened, and I'm glad it did. So yeah, we'll monitor the situation, have some updates in the next coming days, I suppose, about them. But if anything, we're going back to sticking to the Rangi situation and any other storylines as well that I'm bringing out. So stay tuned in. And as I say, it's all free awareness, and all I ask for is your listening skills. So good night and God bless everyone. Please stay safe, stay vigilant, and remember, do not hand your personal information or details to anybody online, okay? Oh, thank you, Debbie, sweetheart. Right, good night and God bless, my darlings, and I will see you all tomorrow, and I look extremely forward to it. Bye, guys. Take care. Bye, guys. Take care. Come on, guys. Take care. Come on.